Golden Boy Fight Night. Let's go.
Perfect. He's a power puncher. The kid got dynamite in his hands, and he showed his power.
That cleanly, that early. Good stoppage by the referee.
The fighters are ready. The boxing world is ready. Make some noise if you
Golden Boy Fight Night is on the air. You want hot? We got that live from the Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California, where the high today was an easy 110 degrees. The action will be even hotter inside because the main event is a good one. 10 rounds at the light heavyweight division between Houston's Darius Fulghum, he's undefeated, and the veteran Vaughn Alexander out of St. Louis. Before that, our co-main cruiserweights will be going at it. Tristan Sweet T Kalkreuth takes on Anthony Holloway in a 10-round fight. Local favorite out of Coachella, Grant Flores, he's only 19, takes on Josias Gonzalez from Lagos de Morelos, Jalisco, Mexico in a 6-round super welterweight fight. Also tonight, Leo Sanchez, they call him Bazooka, from nearby Cathedral City, takes on Janelle Lausa from the Philippines. And to get things going, 18-year-old Katy Griffith, who graduated from high school a few weeks ago, makes his pro debut against Juan Romero. Inside the special event center, home for Golden Boy Fight Night. The main event coming up, Fulghum and Alexander, should be really, really good. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be on Golden Boy Fight Night. I'm Beth the Duran, alongside the one and only Gabe Rosado. Gabe, we look at DFG, they call him destined for greatness. 11-0, 10 KOs. What do you want to see from him tonight?
With Darius, I want to see if the power's real. He's fighting a crafty veteran, so if he can get past him, that's saying a lot.
All right, Vaughn Alexander is the veteran, but before we talk about him, 168 pounds is where Fulghum will be competing moving on. You know a lot about that division. Before we start talking about the champions, can this kid become a contender?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he has the skills, but today's a real test. Yeah. So if he gets past this guy, that's saying a lot again. And, you know, 168 is the big division.
Fulghum is 27 years old, got a late start to his professional career because of COVID derailed him. He was a college student, has a nursing degree, and he was chasing the Olympic dream. Of course, the Olympics in Tokyo were pushed back a year. He was trying to qualify all over South America, did not happen. And then he started his professional career, but he's making up for lost time. And Gabe, you know, 11-0, 10 KOs, they're moving along really, really nicely. And this young man, it looks the goods, but it's time to get tested, and that's what Golden Boy Fight Night is all about. You have to put on a show, and you have to pass the test. And tonight, Vaughn Alexander is going to step up. Earlier in the week, it was supposed to be Ronald Ellis who fell sick. Alexander got the call on Monday, and he said, I stay in the gym, I stay on weight, well, let's go. A gatekeeper like that, with that attitude, you got to be careful.
Oh, you got to be careful. I've been in his shoes before, man, so I know what it is.
Yeah, Alexander recently fought Sergiy Derevyanchenko on the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney undercard, went the distance with him. And look, he came up short, but he's always going to make a battle.
Yeah, and Derevyanchenko, man, he's the real deal. So, you know, one thing about Darius, he has to make sure that he speeds up the pace in the fight, because you don't want a crafty veteran like Vaughn slowing down the pace and picking his shots. You want to fight at a fast pace, make the old guy work.
Don't let him hang around,
no.
What you're saying. All right, for more on the main event, let's go to the third member of our crew, Brandy Flores.
When Darius Fulghum found out that he was headlining Golden Boy Fight Night, he couldn't believe it. He told me that when he got the initial call, he yelled into the phone, "What? Are you serious?" And that initial shock came from a place of excitement. Fulghum has been working so hard these past couple of years to earn an opportunity like this. In 2023 alone, he fought 8 times, knocked out 7 of his opponents in that span. And so heading into tonight, he felt that he proved to Golden Boy that he can put on a show. He's a dependable guy when they want to sell out Fantasy Springs, and he is so looking forward to this opportunity tonight.
Excellent job, Brandy. We'll be hearing from her all night long as a ringside reporter and doing interviews after the fights. Should be good here. Thank you for joining us on Golden Boy Fight Night. Our first fight, let's look at the tail of the tape. Oh, the Fantasy Springs water was great today because it was 110 outside in the Coachella Valley, and that's where Katy Griffith is from. He trained with Joel Antonio Diaz at the Diaz training camp. He is a taller fighter, a longer reach advantage, and he has, from what I've been told, all the goods. Our ring announcer for tonight, the one and only Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go live on DAZN from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, Indio, California. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super lightweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Raul Caiz, Eddie Hernandez, and Fernando Villarreal. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Christy Rosario. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing tonight, maroon trimmed in white. He weighed in officially 139 1/2 pounds. He enters the ring tonight for the second time as a professional. Desde Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, here is Juan Romero! And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing blue trunks trimmed in white. He weighed in 140 pounds even. Tonight, he makes his professional debut, introducing the homegrown native son of Indio, California. Here is Katy Griffith!
All right, gentlemen. Chief second. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Make sure you have a nice, clean fight. Obey my K-man at all times. And you're good here, and you're good here, okay? Good luck. Buena suerte. Thanks.
The professional debut for Katy Griffith. A lot of people in the crowd for him. There you see Antonio Diaz giving him the final instructions. Graduated high school a couple weeks ago. A standout amateur here in the Coachella Valley. I've heard about him for years. His opponent, Juan Romero from Mexicali. He's 22 years old. This was scheduled for 4 rounds. Griffith walked into the Diaz brothers training camp when he was 8 years old with his father. Hasn't left. He's got Rob in the corner, yeah. He spars Israel Madrimov. He spars Shakram Giasov, the Uzbeks that are in the corner for Joel Diaz. So his guy gets quality work. And brought a big crowd too, Gabe.
Yeah, there's a big crowd here, man. Just with the little bit that I see, man, I just like his jab, that strong hook right there.
Like that hook to the body?
Yeah. And that catch counter right there with that right hand. Phenomenal.
Yeah, they were trying to turn pro at 17, but in California, you have to be 18. They had different fights lined up. They wanted to fight on a Golden Boy card. That was his dream, and here he is now. Body work from Katy. Hook from Katy. Gabe, you like it?
Yeah, man, he's doubling up with that left hook up top and then finish into the body.
Eric Priest was supposed to be our co-main tonight. That fight fell through. His opponent was not cleared, and that allowed Griffith to move up to our DAZN opener. He wasn't scheduled to be on the broadcast. He was told this morning that he was really excited about it.
Get off his head.
He also
Get
told
off
me
his
it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to fight.
Yeah, but this is a big opportunity. You know, pro debut on DAZN. It's big. And so far, he's doing a great job.
Oscar De La Hoya posted on his Instagram the portraits that Katy took with our great photographer, Chris Escada. Reposted it, and Katy, Oscar posting on IG. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, that was great. And so was his body shots.
You know what I like, Bertho, man, is just his poise, man, and his balance. You know, he's not falling forward, throwing these big shots, man. His balance is on point, and that's where that power is coming right there to the liver.
A left hook to the body, drops Romero in the first. 9, Romero gets up. A lot of time left in the round, Gabe.
You're good? Fox.
And Griffith, I think he's going to go right back to that body, right back to the liver. Nice jab.
Crowd on their feet for Katy Griffith.
This is what I like. He's not forcing anything. He's creating the offense.
And he's trading with Romero, which is dangerous for the Mexican fighter. He's against the ropes. 10 seconds to go in the round. 1, 2, 3 from Griffiths. An excellent opening round for his professional debut for Katy Griffiths. And Romero's tough. Romero is tough.
How do you feel? First round as a pro. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Great.
Good?
I'm okay there.
Hey, great. Hey, do it for work. Do it for work. You can't carry it away with you dropping your hands. Don't fucking drop your hands when you're doing your combinations. Hey, jab, jab, feint, feint, step back, right hook. Hey, I told you, you can sit him down with that fucking left 45. He's there. Every time you feint, he throws lazy jabs. Step.
Man, right here, he's just backing him up. That 45 to the liver puts Romero down. I thought he was going to stay down. I didn't think he was going to get back up.
Seconds out, let's go. Let's go. You got mouth guard? Round two. Okay.
And in the neutral corner is Israel Madrimov. He's got a big fight coming up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he is a big fan of Katy Griffiths, and so are you, Gabe Romero. Okay, he trains with the Uzbek fighters, and big right hand. And Griffiths was thinking about the Olympics, but didn't work out with his family and did not like the way Olympic selection was going, so they have him sparring with the big Uzbeks, and the body work drops him. Romero's looking at his corner like, no, he's done. He stopped it. A second round stoppage for Katy Griffiths. The 18-year-old jumps, and you know what, young man? Enjoy it.
Man, that liver shot is dangerous. And I like that he went right back to the body. Had his man hurt, kept going to the body.
And there you see Madrimov right there in that corner, along with Gucci Flores, who'll be fighting next week.
And when you're working with top guys like that, iron sharpens iron.
Let me tell you this, Gabe. Madrimov and Joseph and the Uzbeks took him to Uzbekistan.
Wow.
To train with their amateurs so they would have more of an American style. So he was there for a month last year. And I can see why they're really high on him.
Man, that's a great experience too, especially for a young fighter.
And there's his dad, Rob, who introduced him. Jake Paul, he's back in action, this time taking on mixed martial artist and bare knuckle fighter Mike Perry. 8-round cruiserweight fight from Tampa, Florida. All right, Gabe, you're a businessman. You buying stock in Katy?
Oh, absolutely. I like what I saw, man. You know, just great balance, strong jab. He had a good catch and counter with the left hook. And he kept going down to the body. And he stood disciplined. What I liked was when he had this guy hurt, he didn't get crazy. You know, he kept his poise and he picked his shots wisely. Great maturity for a young fighter.
Yeah, it's like there's some fighters where you're like, okay, they're supposed to be up, but I like the way he was calm the entire time, Gabe.
Yeah.
You see the replays for it?
And that left hook, and it's a sneaky left hook too.
Delayed reaction. I don't know what referee Christopher Rosario.
I think what happened is Bautista landed a low blow.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, right there, he lands a low blow, but
Katy answered. So she was going to warn him for the low blow, but Katy took care of business on his own.
Exactly.
All right, so good job by Christopher Rosario.
The low blow didn't even fade him.
Nope. So you graduate high school, what are you doing? I'm going to go on DAZN and put on a show. All right, go to Joe Martinez to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 43 seconds, round number 2. Referee Christy Rosario puts a halt to this fight for your winner by way of knockout in his professional debut, in DAZN, Katy Griffith.
He's been coming to these fights here at Fantasy Springs for years. Watching everybody that the Diaz brothers have, and now he gets to be the one getting his hand raised. Must be a cool moment for him. Gotta get the team picture though. You gotta see those things. You gotta learn that.
And you know, another thing about Humberto is he has like that star quality. You know, he has that look.
He definitely. So CEG, those are his initials. I don't know, what's the E for? He's like, I don't want to tell you. There's the victory. There you see the man fighting Bud Crawford in August. Let's look at the CompuBox numbers for a fight that lasted a round and a half. Over 50% landed in the power punches for Caden. And Romero was training with them, but Caden, a lot of effective shots, vicious shots that he was throwing too. Those were the power punches. All right, here's our fight card. First one done. Coming up, his stablemate Leo Sanchez and Grant Flores. So the Diaz brothers have 3 guys tonight. And the cruiserweights in the main event, DFG, Darius Fulghum, and the veteran Vaughn Alexander be here on Golden Boy Fight Night. It's a busy weekend on DAZN. There are a lot of fights, and Saturday, a blockbuster. Part of DAZN's 150-plus fight night. Jesse Bam Rodriguez takes on El Gallo Francisco Estrada for the WBC Super Flyweight belt from Phoenix, Arizona. Do not blink during this one.
Giving boxing exactly what he needs. The best be the best. Estrada's a huge star, risking it all. We talk about pound for pound great fighters, Bam Rodriguez.
Once we're in that ring, there's no respect.
This kid is super special.
From here on out, it's just big fight after big fight. I can't wait to put on the show.
Fight of the Year contender written all over it.
His punch output is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. He's a fighter who wears you out and just keeps coming and just doesn't stop. It's pretty impressive.
William Zepeda is back.
Here is the undefeated William El Camarón Zepeda. Cabrera said he would be more offensive. This is Mexican-style boxing at its highest level. Zepeda's definitely the real deal. Zepeda has looked sensational here tonight. This is what he promised. Fireworks and another knockout.
The DFG Army, all camo tonight for Darius Fulghum, who'll be making his main event debut. He's been on a bunch of Golden Boy cards, but this is the first time that he's the main event on DAZN. That'll be coming up later on tonight. 11-0, 10 KOs. His opponent, he just comes in with his trainer. That's it. Vaughn Alexander. And yes, that is Montel Griffith, who's bringing in Vaughn Alexander, the man who defeated Roy Jones. He's on the side of Vaughn. That'll be a good one. That's still to come, though, in our main event. But next, let's look at the tail of the tape for our second bout tonight. Leo Bazooka Sanchez, undefeated, takes on the veteran from the Philippines. And Lausa did come in overweight. He had to lose a couple more pounds this morning, and they agreed to make the fight. So let's go to Joe Martinez to bring him out.
And now Fight Fancy action continues from here at Fantasy Springs Resort in Indio, California. 6 rounds of lightweights. First to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner from Manila, Philippines, here is Janelle Lausa.
The Demolition Man, a veteran fighter, also fought in the UFC. Now it's all about boxing for Janelle Lausa. So that's all I really want to do, just box. He was doing MMA and boxing at the same time. He always preferred boxing more.
And his opponent ready to make his ring walk from Cathedral City, California. Here's undefeated Leo Sanchez!
Beautiful. Good luck, brother. Good luck.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the lightweight division, brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Miguel Cotto Promotions. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Don DeVerges, Eddie Hernandez, and Christy Rosario. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Rudy Barragan. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed in white. He weighed in 135 pounds. In 15 professional bouts, his record stands at 11 victories, 3 defeats, 1 draw with 7 wins, coming by way of knockout from Manila, Philippines. Here is Janelle Lausa! And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trimmed in silver. He weighed officially 131 1/2 pounds. In 6 bouts as a young professional, he stands perfect. 6 victories, including 5 big wins, coming by way of knockout. Here's the undefeated lightweight from Cathedral City, California, Leo Bazooka Sanchez!
Everything's good. Belts are good, okay? I've already given you your instructions. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. 6 rounds.
We hear from Rudy Barragan, the 3rd man in the ring, the undefeated Leo Sanchez, getting final instructions from Joel Diaz, showing that mouthpiece off.
How we doing, Mark? You good?
And the Filipino Janelle, the demolition man, Lausa from the Philippines, 35-year-old
Let me see your mouthpiece.
veteran.
Mouthpiece. Let's go.
And here Rudy's got the microphone on. All right, the southpaw is Sanchez. Been a pro almost 2 years now.
Watch your feet, guys.
Step
Watch
on
your
each
feet.
other, Gabe. The southpaw and the orthodox.
Sanchez got caught right there with a quick left hook.
And he got hit with the right hand from Lausa. Lausa 11 victories, 7 by a stoppage. Started fighting when he was a teenager. He said the family needed money to eat. So I was fighting.
Stop! Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let's go. Box.
When you're the younger fighter, going against these veterans, Gabe, what are you looking for as a broadcaster?
With Sanchez?
Yeah.
You know, I just want some more head movement right now because he got caught with 2 big shots. Got caught with a nice right hook to the body as well. You know, I think right now his game plan is he just wants to walk Lausa down and make him work.
Go. Stop.
But
No
you know,
more punching.
you got to have your hands up and protect yourself. Catch those shots with your gloves, with your arms. You don't want to get caught clean like he did right now.
Yep.
Quick 1-2, right, followed up with the left hook.
When Oscar De La Hoya and Eric Gomez, president of Golden Boy,
Stop.
came
Let
up with
him
the idea
up,
for
let
Golden
him
Boy
up, let him
Fight
up.
Night.
Watch it. Let's go,
We're going to do
box.
it during the week, and we're going to give these young fighters an opportunity to get exposure on DAZN.
Let him go.
Opportunity to fight with a good crowd instead of 3 o'clock in Vegas. You're going to bring them along, you develop them, but eventually you're going to have to step them up, and that's what tonight is against Lausa, to see what the young man can do against a veteran that's very rugged. And right now, he's getting hit.
Yeah, and you know, Sanchez, it's like he's cold. You know, he's not warmed up. You don't see no sweat on his body right now. And he's like, it's almost like he's a bit stale. He's getting caught with shots that he shouldn't be getting caught with.
Yeah, he doesn't have that sweat going, man.
Yeah.
That you would normally have.
Work out of it, guys. Work out of it. Stop. No more. No more. Let's go. Box.
Sanchez talking to the fighter me, he's like, I know it's a tough, but it's a good fight.
Don't bring him down. Don't bring his head down.
You know, with Sanchez, he's letting his hands go, but then he's not protecting himself after the offense. You know, you got to roll your head, you got to put your hands up. Right now, he just got caught clean again.
Excellent round for the veteran
Stop.
Lausa.
No more punching. No more punching. No more punching.
Sanchez is pressing the action.
Let him go. Let's go. Box.
But Lausa is the one that's landing the most effective shots.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds.
Another good body shot.
Stop. No more punching.
By Lausa.
Break. Come on.
That was good. I think Sanchez felt that.
Stop at the bell, guys. Time.
Interesting round. That's good.
Hey, güey, ¿estás pegándole como si le tienes lástima o como si tienes miedo, güey? ¿Qué está pasando?
You're hitting him like you're scared.
I don't feel the snap. Bah. Hey, you need to fucking crack him from the beginning. Comenzó el pinche round. No, but you don't need to fucking go 100 miles an hour. Just bah. You're going like this. No mames, güey, se ve bien. Como que le tienes lástima, güey. Fuck, no, aquí no hay lástima, cabrón. Hay que chingarlo a la chingada.
It looks like you're feeling sorry for him.
Yeah.
Ok, tiene más o menos pegada, pues a huevo. Pero te estás quedando muy parado. Si te quedas bajito, he'll never hit you. He's just shooting fucking volados. That's all he's doing. Hey, él te va a...
Okay.
So Joel Diaz saying, Bazooka has her back, said he's got a pretty decent hit, más o menos, yo. And Joel's like, I don't care. He's just looking for that overhand.
With Diaz told him what he needed to hear. He said you're hitting him with pitter-patter shots. And that's what I thought, that he started the first round stale.
Yeah, real slow. And in Sanchez's last fight, he had a second round knockout. That was April of last year.
Let him go.
You know, the thing with Sanchez is when he's letting his combos go, Lausa's timing him because Sanchez is staying on the line to get hit. He's not working angles after he lets his hands go. Right there, that's good.
Oh, and he ate another shot.
He got caught.
Hooked from Sanchez. The Filipino is throwing wild shots, and he's just trying to load up. And there's Sanchez looking at the referee like something's bothering him. And Rudy Bargaran saying, keep going.
Stop. No more punching. I know. You're okay. You're okay.
The clash is what Lausa's talking about.
All right, let's go.
It's getting rugged now, Gabe Romero.
Stop. Let's go. Back up. Watch those heads, guys. Watch the heads.
Well, I was there for Lausa's last fight in March when he went the distance with Eric Mondragon in Long Beach. And that was a fight where he would make it difficult at times, but then he'd take it off the gas. He looks different tonight. He looks really good.
Let him go.
Yeah, Lausa's landing some good shots. Nice, decent power. Right now, Sanchez is getting warmed up, and he landed a good body shot right there. Lausa felt that body shot. Nice body shot.
Good body work from him.
That's what you want to do. You want to slow your man down.
And you don't let a veteran hang around, Gabe.
Stop!
That's what Joel Diaz was trying to tell him. Like, why are you feeling sorry for him?
Yeah, because he started the first round just pitter-patting, you know? Right now, he's sitting on his shots, and he's doing what he got to do. That was a good combo right there.
Body shot from Lausa. You can hear that thud ringside.
Stop. Don't put him down. Don't put his head down. Don't that. Stop.
Lausa going back to his MMA roots.
His head down. Let's go. Box.
Lausa also struggled to make weight yesterday. He did miss weight.
Keep him up a little bit. Keep him
And
up.
because he was so heavy, he had to re-weigh in this morning. So maybe that will take a toll as the fight progresses.
Especially with this heat.
Yeah, he was in the full sauna suit outside. It was 110. He was in the sauna suit trying to lose the last couple of ounces.
But Sanchez is doing a smart thing right now, just attacking the body. He's really committing to those body shots. And that's what you want to do, slow Lausa down. You know, Lausa landed some good shots in that first round. And right now you can see him fading. He's slowing down.
10 seconds to go in the second.
Guys, 10.
Much better round for Leo Sanchez on Golden Boy Fight Night. Body shot from Sanchez as the second round is winding down. July 6th, undefeated Essex heavyweight Johnny Fisher enjoys his first main event opportunity as he faces cult hero Alan the Savage Babbage live on the zone.
On blue, a little headbutt up here, and a little maybe
Magsunod ka ba? Okay? Hindi ka gig ha? Tubig.
That was a nice slip right there. Counter, uppercut, finishing up top. See right there, Sanchez was moving his head and countering. Doing what his trainer wants him to do.
Lausa's interesting, man. He lives in Southern California in Orange County. There's like 6 different Filipino fighters that are just coming in as the B side, and you'll see them every weekend on a different club show. So sometimes Lausa will be in the corner working as a trainer or as a chief second. Just guys like him, the backbone of boxing, man, where you need them as opponents, especially for a young 21-year-old to test them.
Stop.
No, but he's trying to land. He's trying to land a knockout.
Stop grabbing his arm, okay?
He's throwing
Stop
some good
grabbing his
shots.
arm. Let's go.
But I think Sanchez,
You caused it.
the body work that Sanchez has been applying,
Let him go.
slowing Lausa down.
No more punching.
Lausa made his pro debut almost 10 years ago.
Box.
Sanchez was 11 at the time. And shots landed by Sanchez, drops the Filipino here in the third.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now come here. Come here.
You said he was fading. Lausa.
Okay, you continue. Yeah. Let's go. Box.
Takes a deep breath here. Can Sanchez step on the gas and end the fight in the third? Oh, big right hand from
Let him go. Stop.
You got to be careful with that.
No more punching. Let's go. Turn around. Let's go.
Sanchez walked right into that one.
Box.
A desperate fighter can be dangerous, Gabe Rosado. You know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, and Lausa, you know, he's a vet. So he's going to try to catch him making a mistake. Sanchez just got to, you know, take his time. Don't rush it. He got caught again with a big right hand. But Sanchez got to keep attacking that body. There we go.
Approaching a minute to go in the third round. Uppercut from Sanchez. Another left hook from Sanchez. There's that body shot, and that drops him. Oh, he felt that right away. He turned around and spun.
5.
Is he going to be done? He blows a kiss to the crowd.
7, 8.
There's a woman right at him, yelling at him, and he blew her a kiss.
Let's go. Box.
Oh, he's fading. Going down twice in the third is Lausa.
But he's still dangerous, man, because he's aware. These are body shots that are hurting him, so he's not rocked. You know, like it's not headshots. Sanchez just has to go back to the body.
Sanchez gets Lausa in the corner.
Let him go.
Lausa just trying to hold on.
No more punching. Let's go.
Tie him up. 10 seconds to go. An extra round for Leo Sanchez here at Golden Boy Fight Night in Indio, California.
Stop at the bell, guys. Stop at the bell. Stop. Let's go. Round over.
You can go down, but you're not hitting them right away. You're not. Hey. Say it again? What's that? No, it's one knockdown. I'm sorry. That was
Here's the first knockdown game.
two knockdowns.
That was a good chin shot right there. And you know, it's the body work, you know, kill the body and the head to fall.
Here's another look at the first knockdown. It was like a delayed reaction.
Yeah.
Turn around this way. There you go. Are you going to be able to continue?
Here's the second one.
Okay.
Right here, it's a nice short uppercut right to the gut.
Oh, he spun around.
He's able to continue.
He spun and like, oh.
And those gut shots, they hurt.
Scheduled for 6. It's round 4. Rudy Barragan lets him know.
Whoa. That's a big hook.
A hook answered by Sanchez with a hook of his own. Now here's the desperate Lausa just loading up on a punch, trying to run into one.
Man, props to Sanchez because he takes a shot.
Yeah. Good shot from Lausa so far.
Shots that he has no business taking because he's walking right into them.
And you know his corner's gonna rip him when they get back to the gym.
Yeah.
Lausa, body shot from Bazooka Sanchez.
Well, this is one of those fights where you kind of just gotta gut it out. You're not feeling yourself. You could tell Sanchez ain't feeling himself today, but he's just gutting it out and he's working.
You gotta grind.
Yeah, you gotta grind. You're not gonna feel yourself all the time, man. But he's grinding, and he's going for the kill.
He's going up against a very tough 35-year-old who knows how to survive, but he dropped for the 3rd time.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And it's over. Leo Sanchez gets the 4th round stoppage on Golden Boy Fight Night. His 7th professional victory, his 6th stoppage.
You know, it was one of those performances where you just got to gut it out. You know, I don't think it was his A game today, but you know, he's going to go to the gym. He has a great team, great trainer, and just work on what he made, work on his mistakes.
And Joel's still giving him instruction.
Yeah.
They know the fight's over, right?
Yeah. Because, you know, this is what Joel expects of him, to win. But it's how you win.
All right, let's look at the end of the fight. This happened in the 4th round.
Followed up with a straight 1-2. And that was it. You know, that first 1-2 was the one that did damage.
Lausa stayed on his knee and taking enough damage.
Yeah, at that point, Lausa had enough.
Yeah. He's looking at his corner, gives him a wink. That's that savvy vet, like, okay, tonight's not our night. Taking enough damage. .108 of the 4th round was the official stoppage. All right, 4th of July weekend. The Golden Boys gonna be busy because that man right there, El Camarón, William Cepeda from Mexico, he's ready to put on some fireworks. He takes on Chicago's Giovanni Cabrera in a July 6th DAZN main event. Camarón looking to continue his climb towards bigger fights in a world title shot. Also coming over to shake hands of the youngster, Leo Sanchez. That's what youngsters need to go through, Dave Rosado. Fights where you might not be on your A game, but you figure out, as you said it perfectly, grind it out.
Grind it out, exactly. And you know, he listens to his trainer. You know, his trainer say you're throwing pitter-patter shots, sit on your shots, and roll when he's trying to counter. Lausa was countering good shots that really Sanchez had no business getting hit with, and he heard it from his trainer.
Well, let's hear from Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 1 minute, 8 seconds, round number 4. Referee Rudy Barragan puts a halt to the bout. For your winner by way of knockout here, still undefeated, Leo Bazooka Sanchez.
With his grandfather on his side. Yeah, I like that too, Gabe. No big celebration, like, all right, take care of business, get back to the gym. He spars MJ, a 122-pound phenom. Does a lot of great work. And tonight, got the stoppage in the 4th round. He got going early with Lausa landing some big shots.
Yeah.
And then in the 2nd is when he picked it up.
Yep. Started cold, but then, you know, he warmed up, started sitting on some big shots. Hurt his man a couple times. I think he had about 3 knockdowns. And Lausa just couldn't take the heat. Especially those body blows, man, those hard body shots.
I like seeing that from a kid who's only 21. Body shots.
Yeah.
The man from Cathedral City. All right, now there's a smile once he sees the friends and family walking back, enjoying the moment. So, Joe Diaz's camp is 2-0 so far. 1 more, that's going to be Grant Flores. So that's a moment right there where you're walking back, like finally just, all right, let's enjoy it. Right?
Yeah. And he did good, man. I like to see that, man. He gutted it out. He got hit with some shots, but he said, you know what, let me dig deep.
And you look at the CompuBox numbers, power punches, 100 for Lausa thrown, 49% for Leo Sanchez. He was sitting on the punches. All right, let's look at the fight card for tonight. Of course, the main event, Darius, Fulghum, and Vaughn Alexander still to come. So far, 2 stoppages. Katy Griffith, the 18-year-old, and now the 21-year-old Leo Sanchez. 2 more to come. All right, make sure you go over to the DAZN platform where you can see our upcoming schedule. It includes all the exciting fights that will be streaming live on DAZN.
His punch output is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. He's a fighter who wears you out and just keeps coming and just doesn't stop. It's pretty impressive.
William Zepeda is back.
Here is the undefeated William El Camarón Zepeda. Cabrera said he would be more offensive. This is Mexican-style boxing at its highest level. Zepeda's definitely the real deal. Zepeda has looked sensational here tonight. This is what he promised. Fireworks and another knockout.
Yeah, I know I took a loss, but I refuse to let that define who I am. This upcoming fight is about resilience. It's about proving to myself that I'm stronger than any other defeat, that I'm tougher than any adversity, and I'm more determined to win.
Lex Rocha is back.
His opponent, Santiago Dominguez.
The fighting pride of Santa Ana, California. Alexis
Rocha Dominguez just got announced. For more on that, Brandy Flores is standing by.
Yes, I am here with Lex Rocha making the trip all the way from the OC. Your fight just announced for July 19th against Dominguez, but you are coming off a victory that happened late in March. Do you like staying busy, and what is the benefits of that?
I love staying busy. You know, the key word to a fighter is activity, and I love staying active. Got to thank Golden Boy, got to thank DAZN for always keeping me busy and just ready to go on for this new challenge.
And you're coming off a TKO victory. Before that, you did have a loss. You've said before how losses don't define you, how you're just continuously looking to build on your career. But coming off that TKO victory, going into this one, do you feel like you're kind of a little bit more settled in, or is there still more growth that you want to see from yourself?
Always more growth as a fighter. There's always more growth. And this is truly a redemption fight. This is to prove that I belong with all those welterweight contenders, and I'm next up to fight for the world title. So I'm ready.
And Dominguez is undefeated. You never shied away from tough opponents. What do you anticipate from him?
Yeah, I know Dominguez is going to come, bring the fight to me. He's going to be right there in front of me, but I'm looking to make a statement, like I said, and it's going to be a good fight.
And you kind of just touched on it, how fighting these tougher opponents is going to help you more in the long run. When you look at your career and what you want to accomplish, what do you really want to take away from these tough opponents, assuming everything goes well on July 19th?
That I was one of the most active and I fought the most toughest fighters out there. Undefeated records don't matter. It's when you're testing, and I'm not afraid to step away from a challenge like that.
So that fight, July 19th, here at Fantasy Springs, for the people watching at home who didn't make it out to this fight, why should they come watch you July 19th here at Fantasy Springs?
Tune in July 19th, Fantasy Springs. Coachella always brings the heat, always brings that action, and make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a full night of explosiveness, a lot of fireworks going down.
Lex, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
All right, thanks, Brandy. That's Alexis Rocha from Santa Ana, California, taking on Mexico's Santiago Dominguez on the next Golden Boy Fight Night, Friday, July 19th, here in Indio, live on DAZN. Plenty of more hard-hitting action coming your way on DAZN when Boots Ennis defends his IBF title against David Avanesian on July 13th from Philadelphia. That's Boots' hometown. 1 week later, July 20th, Jake Paul is back in the ring in Tampa, Florida, as he takes on UFC veteran Mike Perry. And with a stacked Riyadh season card, August 3rd in LA, we will see Bud Crawford take on Israel Madrimov for the WBA and WBO interim world superweight welterweight titles. That's available worldwide on DAZN. Back here, ringside, Beto Duran, Gabriel Rosado, and I really like what Lex was talking about, how he's getting back in the ring. Just because you lose, it doesn't matter, Gabe. In this fight game, it's about taking on the fight and putting on for the fans.
Yeah, it's how you bounce back, you know. You got to have a short-term memory. Coming off a loss, just come back, do your thing.
Yeah, Alexis Rocha lost to Rashidi Ellis a couple years ago, got back in the winning side. Then he got knocked out by Giovanni Santillana, a thrilling fight, an excellent one for Santillana. Alex back in, trying to climb in that 147-pound division. And when you're talking about fighting on the big shows, and then you know this, Gabe, that Golden Boy's going to be behind you, they're going to support you, but they're going to test you, and now they give him an undefeated fighter. Dominguez is not well known, but he has a heavy punch. That's interesting.
Well, this is where you're going to see what Rocha's made of. You know, he has a challenge in front of him, so what are you going to do about it? But I think it's going to make him better. You know, Rocha has that character in him.
Yeah, the attitude that he has, I really like that from Alexis Rocha. We've seen him since he made his pro debut on a Canelo fight weekend in Las Vegas, where he fought outside a T-Mobile Arena, and it was raining. It was after the Canelo Triple G weigh-in. So to go from that to fighting on the smaller cards to the bigger cards, and you take a step back in your career because you lose, but just because you lose, it doesn't mean anything, Gabe. It's how you back. I love that, because you can speak to a lot of fighters. I know you do talk to a lot about them. Like, all you need is one win, an impressive win, and you're back in the mix.
Yeah, man. You know, like, boxing is like life. You fall down, you got to get back up. You got to dust it off and keep it moving. And that's the attitude you got to have, and that's what I like about Rocha.
Yeah, Alexis Rocha trained with Hector Lopez in Santa Ana, his longtime trainer. You'll see him on Golden Boy Fight Night, July 19th. And Gabe, I like this, we're going to pivot a little bit from right now. You are a perfect example of this. You didn't have the amateur background. You learned on the fly when you're going, and you're still retired, right?
We'll see.
We'll see. But when a young fighter comes up to you and everybody has that hype, like, I want to do this, I want to do that, what's the best advice you have for them?
The best advice is patience. Everybody wants to shine now. Nobody wants to put in the work. It takes time. And you got to know, it's all about timing. Like boxing, you know, it's that perfect shot in the ring when you knock the guy out. But that's how it is. Build yourself up. Don't rush it. Don't go into those fights that you don't need because that can damage you. That can hold you back. Just be patient. Your time is going to come and keep working.
Especially when you would train with Sergiy Rocha at Wildcard, so many different fighters come in. If you would see a young fighter who loses or gets knocked out in a fight where he wasn't supposed to, what do you tell him?
And the thing is attitude. How are you going to bounce back? Some guys lose and it's like they're down on themselves. It's just your attitude, man. What did I do wrong? Go back to the drawing board, study, practice, and get better.
So I love working with you. I always learn something new. You're going to fight Berlanga?
We'll see.
Oh.
He's always starting stuff, man. You should be my manager.
I just look at your Instagram, King Gabe Rosado on social media, where you want to see him trying to get a fight with everybody except for me. Speaking of fighters, there's an interesting one and a champion and a man who's going to be fighting Bud Crawford standing by with Brandy Flores.
2, 1. Here with Israel Madrimov and interpreter Alec. Israel, you have a big fight coming up, but first you train here out of the Diaz Boxing Gym in Indio, California. All these young guys, they want to spar with you. How does sparring with these younger guys benefit you in your career?
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. India is my second home because here training camp for me is easy. I'm happy. His coaches is good. His sparring partners helping all time. Same thing. Atmosphere is my Uzbekistan country because everything good. Yeah.
And now we'll talk about your fight, upcoming fight this August against Terrence Crawford. He moved up in weight to fight you. Knowing that someone of that caliber wants to come and test you, how do you feel about something like that?
Yes, he wants my belt, but this division, my division, because August 3, we are meeting. We are fighting, inshallah. I show good fight, inshallah. I like surprise.
And Terrence Crawford, considered a pound-for-pound great fighter right now. What would a win against him do for your career?
Yes, exactly. This fight, for me, big fight for my career, for my family, for my team, because I'm focused 100%. I'm ready for fight and then changing my life, because I'm waiting August 3.
Well, we are all waiting and looking forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Brandy, good job with Israel Madrimov, and you'll see that August 3rd in LA, and that'll be live on DAZN Worldwide against Bud Crawford. It's Golden Boy Fight Night at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California. Let's look at the tail of the tape for our next bout. Hometown kid is in the ring, the 19-year-old Grant Flores. Yes, he's 6'1". He has the height and the reach advantage, a 5-inch reach advantage against Gonzalez from Mexico. All right, Joe Martinez, bring him out.
And now, fight fans, here we go with the next bout tonight. 6 rounds of super welterweights. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting into the blue corner, here is Josias Gonzalez.
Lagos de Morelos, Jalisco, Mexico. About 2 hours northeast of Guadalajara, Team Chore. It's a family nickname for him. For Josias Gonzalez, was born in Whittier, California, and now lives in Mexico.
And his opponent ready to make his ring walk. Ladies and gentlemen, from Coachella, California, here is Grant Flores.
All right, our mariachi's done. Joe Martinez, he can sing too.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 6 rounds of action is scheduled in the super welterweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Rudy Barragan, Raul Caiz, and Jerry Cantu. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Christy Rosario. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing navy blue trunks, he weighed in officially 150 1/2 pounds. His professional record stands even with 2 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw. From Jalisco, Mexico, here is Josias Gonzalez. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing solid white. He weighed in 153 3/4 pounds. In 4 bouts as a young professional, he is perfect in the ring. 4 victories, no defeats, 3 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated super welterweight from Coachella, California, Grant Flores.
Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Obey my command at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. You're good here, you're good here. Good luck.
Christy Rosado, third person in the ring tonight. 19-year-old Grant Flores. 4-0, 3 KOs. His opponent, the 28-year-old Josias Gonzalez. Whittier, California, now living in Jalisco, Mexico. He's a southpaw. And Gonzalez got this opportunity because in his last fight, the Commerce Casino on a Golden Boy show, he had a draw with Sasha Tudor, and they went back and forth, gave for 4 rounds. And Javier Razo, Golden Boy matchmaker, was like, oh, this guy is tough. I can use him to test some of our guys. And he's like, I got the perfect guy. Grant Flores. We're moving him nicely. Let's see what Grant can do with the southpaw. Grant wearing the Adidas gloves. He said he likes how he has extra power, or he feels like he has extra power tonight with the Adidas. And there you see Gonzalez gonna give you different looks from the southpaw stance, and he'll be winging punches, Gabe.
Yeah, Gonzalez a couple times already dives in with that big left. And I think, you know, Flores is just timing him. You can either catch him with a check left hook or meet him with the right hand.
Yeah, normally, you're going to bring in the mariachi, you got to earn it. You'll be a main event guy. But Flores isn't a flashy guy. He's not showing off. And
you know, Flores is all business, man.
Yeah. So the classy mariachis, I'll give him that one tonight. If it was a pro debut, I forget. Body shot from Flores. Another good body shot from Flores. Right hand from the 19-year-old Grant Flores.
When Gonzalez doesn't throw his left from where he's at, he dives in. I think it's a matter of time for Flores just to time that. Nice short uppercut by Flores.
So he dives in, Gabe. That's what you're saying, Gonzalez is doing?
Yeah, he's diving in with that left. So he's not planning when he punches. See how he jumps in? So right there, either, you know, Flores can check hook him or just meet him with the straight right.
Don't hold him, let go.
Yeah, Gonzalez is going to make it ugly and rugged. That's his plan.
Yeah, man.
See Grant, 6'1".
And I like what Flores is doing a couple times. He threw that shovel shot, which is that right short uppercut. When Gonzalez dives in, he's catching him with that uppercut in the body.
This was scheduled for 6 rounds. That's another thing that Golden Boy likes about Flores, is they're done with the 4-rounder for him. Move him up. They signed him when he was 18 years old. He and his cousin Manny Flores will be fighting next week, and there's that shot from Flores, Gabe.
And that shot landed because he measured him with the jab. Nice long jab, keeping his distance. And that's a good answer for when Gonzalez dives in, is that short uppercut that Flores landed a couple times to the gut.
Good opening round. Grant Flores, it's a family affair for him. He's very mild-mannered. He stays home, he trains, and for more on the family affair, let's go to Brandy Flores.
Yeah, guys, one of Grant's biggest inspirations is his grandfather, Bobby Flores, who was a Gold Glove champion before he had to stop boxing and provide for his family. And before every single fight, his grandfather and grandmother, Celia Flores, meet him outside of the arena, and they offer him a blessing and pray over him, wishing him a good luck and, of course, safety before fight night.
And there they are in the crowd. El Paso roots, and there's Bobby. You got the big brocha, and he's taking a deep breath. Grandpa's a little nervous. Bobby and Celia, and you can see that video on our Golden Boy social media account. Great job by Jessica Rosales posting that wholesome moment. And I've been told that Bobby Flores, Grandpa, is there usually before security and the ushers are in the building. He's outside waiting to make sure he's the first one in the building for his grandson.
And that's great.
Oh, what a shot! And the ropes held up Gonzalez.
Watch your head.
And Gonzalez trying to have a firefight. I don't know if that's a good idea, Gabe.
Well, he landed that last left hook. And these are some wild punches, but they're dangerous.
Man, that was a vicious shot landed by Grant Flores. In the white. He stays calm. Flores been training with the Diaz brothers since he was a kid. And when he was 15 years old during COVID, they had him spar the Uzbeks. He was a good amateur, but his style wasn't for the amateur world, Toño said. He just wasn't for the point system. So his dad said, I think you could spar with Chakram and even the other guys. Like, okay. And he was 15, and you know, the veteran professionals put their hands on him. And all Grant said was, another round. Like, wipe my nose, there's another round. And he said that day showed him that he had a lot in him.
Right there, Flores just met him with that big right hand down the middle.
Don't hold him, get off his head. Stay off his head.
And you know, Gonzalez, he has an awkward style, man, and it's coming from a southpaw stance, which makes it even more difficult, you know. So you have to be patient with this guy. Can't make a mistake.
And his father, Fernando, is his trainer. They lived in East LA, and Gonzalez used to train at the Resurrection Gym that Oscar De La Hoya trained at. Oscar owned, and then he was there as a 10-year-old. He was in the same gym as our partner Sergio Mora. And then he moved to Mexico as a teenager. Been fighting in Mexico, now he's back in the United States.
Flores' corner is asking him for an overhand right, which is a smart shot.
Like
nice.
That, and the uppercut follows. See what you're talking about, Gabe, from Gonzalez, that diving where there's no power behind that left.
But you know, the thing is, when he lets his hands go, man, he's throwing 5-punch combos, so he might miss the first 3 shots, but the last one, you know, you got to just be careful.
Stop at the bell.
That was a solid round for Grant Flores.
Your punches are a little wide open. You need to shorten them up a little bit so you can catch them, okay? Just watch. Watch when he rushes in. You're gonna get fucking a headbutt. Watch when he rushes in.
Next week, live on DAZN, you'll see Manny Flores, July 6th, sitting next to Scrappy Ramirez. Manny is Grant's cousin. They stay locked in. They motivate each other, push each other. You'll see him live on DAZN next week.
Hey. Put your hands up and watch.
That's a nice overhand right by Flores.
Let's go.
And that's the shot that Diaz was yelling for. The shot he wanted.
Keep the head up, man. All right, keep it. Arriba la cabeza. Folks.
Third round of action. Well, see, as Gonzalez said when he looked at Grant Flores at the weigh-in, he said he saw a fighter who was a little too confident. That's the impression that he got. I'm just happy for the opportunity. I'm better than my record of 2-2-1.
Diaz, Flores corner. Diaz asked him, shorten your shots up. You're throwing your shots too wide. Which I agree with, you know. Just all he needs to do is short shots down the middle. Because Gonzalez is diving in so wide.
So if he keeps it tighter?
Yeah, if you keep the shots tighter, you get there quicker. You know, if your shots are wide and the other guy's throwing wide, you know, it's 50-50 on who can land the shots.
Gonzalez gonna be a rugged guy. Oh! Big right hand from Flores. Gonzalez wore it. Knees buckled.
Man, Gonzalez is tough.
Yes, he is. Hook from Flores. Body shot from Grant Flores. Gonzalez putting together a couple combinations. He's in pain though, Gabe Flores. Grant's moving him back. Gonzalez takes a deep breath against the ropes. Grant Flores stepping on it, sitting on his punches. Gonzalez is just very, very tough, leaning against the ropes. Body shot from Grant Flores halfway through the third round. More body work from Grant.
See right here, Flores just seemed to throw some short shots. Short uppercut, short body shots, nothing wide. Nice.
He's listening to you, Gabe Rosado.
That's good right there, that catch and shoot.
Man, Gonzalez is tough. He's eating some big punches in this round with less than a minute to go. Finally gets away from Grant Flores. El Chore in the black, backing up the stalking is Grant Flores.
Nice.
That body shot. Ropes hold him up and he finally goes down. Vicious body shot from Grant Flores. I don't know if he's getting up. He's struggling. That body shot ends the fight. Grant Flores with a KO on Golden Boy Fight Night.
Great finish by Flores, man. Do some nice, short, hard combinations. Got his guy out of there.
2:34 of the round. Gonzalez is a tough man, and he ate some big shots the entire round. As Flores goes to check on him, but Gabe, a couple of shots, anybody else is getting dropped. Gonzalez stayed on his feet. Grant, as you said it, stay close, stay sharp, and you're gonna get this, and he got it.
Yeah, and he kept his punches short. He stopped throwing wide shots. His corner told him, Diaz said, stop throwing wide shots, shorten them up. And that combination that got him the knockout was a short punch combination.
See, when you know you got him, wait.
First time he sees a southpaw.
Just fucking execute him and fucking walk away, bro. That's it.
Takes care of business, Gabe. Let's get the highlights for this fight.
Man, that was nice. What got him there with that straight right was that quick short hook. See that quick short hook right there, then he lands the right, and the body's exposed, liver shot.
And he went down. Tough guy.
Is that 3 knockouts by body shots today?
Yep, all been by body right there. He wore the shot in the face.
Yeah.
But that hook to the body was just too
nice
much.
Short shot too, man. He had good leverage on it.
19 years old, teenager. And la bendición from his padrino, from his grandfather, Bobby. Work. His son's taken care of.
Yep. And he's young, but he stays poised. He stays calm. Because, you know, Gonzalez was wild. He stood poised, he stood sharp.
Joe Martinez to make it official.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes 34 seconds. Round number 3. Referee Christy Rosario reaches the count of 10 for your winner. By way of knockout, he is still undefeated, Flores!
If you're going to be doing like that, putting on a show like that, bring the mariachi there.
Yeah.
And Gabe
sure.
Rosado, you're sitting next to me clapping.
Yeah, man, because I like this kid. I like this kid a lot. He's all business, and he's a hard worker.
His demeanor, very quiet, not a trash talker, but he acknowledges his crowd. Look at him right there. Just a good approach as he looks right at you.
And you know, Gonzalez was a test, man. This guy was tough. He was coming in throwing some wide shots, hard shots.
And he landed some shots.
Yeah, he landed some shots, but Flores kept his poise, stood sharp, was listening to his corner, and was doing what his corner was asking. And that's what you like in a young fighter, listening to your corner.
And there's one of his sparring partners, one of the best in the world.
Yeah, man.
That's who he spars. So when you come into a 6-rounder, it's like, okay, maybe today I could be the first. But congratulations to Grant Flores. Look at the coffee box numbers for this fight that ended in the 3rd round by a stoppage. The power punches, of course, will be on the side of Grant Flores. Well, Gonzalez came with his own almost 100 power punches thrown for Josias Gonzalez, but it was Grant Flores who was effective, almost 60% landed. All right, KO, body shot, KO, body shot, KO, body shot. 2 more to go, the cruiserweights and then the light heavies here on Golden Boy Fight Night from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California. It's about seeing young fighters develop and put on a show. We've had it so far tonight. 18-year-old Katy, 21-year-old Leo, and 19-year-old Grant looking good here tonight. It's a busy week on DAZN. July 6th, undefeated Essex heavyweight John Fisher takes his first main event opportunity as he faces cult hero, the Savage Babbage. Then later that night in Ontario, California, Mexico's Camarón Cepeda takes on Chicago's Giovanni Cabrera. Can Camarón add another victory to his undefeated record, or Cabrera derail the Cepeda Express?
His punch output is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. He's a fighter who wears you out and just keeps coming and just doesn't stop. It's pretty impressive.
William Zepeda is back.
Giovanni Cabrera! Here is the undefeated William El Camarón Cepeda! Cabrera said he would be more offensive. This is Mexican-style boxing at its highest level. Zepeda's definitely the real deal. Zepeda has looked sensational here tonight. This is what he promised. Fireworks and another knockout.
Yeah, I know I took a loss, but I refuse to let that define who I am. This upcoming fight is about resilience. It's about proving to myself that I'm stronger than any other defeat, that I'm tougher than any adversity, and I'm more determined to win.
Lex Rocha is back.
His opponent, Santiago Dominguez.
The fighting pride of Santa Ana, California.
Oh, that should be a good one. Golden Boy has been very, very active. Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya wants to keep his staff working, and he's standing by with Brandy Flores.
Golden Boy this time, especially in July. But Golden Boy Fight Night, the opportunity for young fighters to show and prove themselves. When you're looking at these fighters that want to be competing here in Fantasy Springs, what do you look for?
You look for that mental toughness. You look for that hunger, you know, and nobody else can see it. You have to be a fighter. You have to have gone in the ring, put on the gloves, and there's something about from fighter to fighter where you can see, you can feel, and you know they have it when you look into their eyes. So Fight Night has been great for us. Developmental series, getting these kids to just to shine on the big stage, on DAZN. And so we've had several champions actually graduate from this stage to the championship stage. So we're very happy with it.
And one person who's getting ready for another big stage this next week, William Zepeda taking on Cabrera next week. He is just must-see TV every single time. What do you anticipate next Saturday from Zepeda?
I mean, he's a buzzsaw. That's exactly what he is, a buzzsaw. He goes right through every single opponent, and he's ready for the big stage. This next fight is going to be a very tough fight. His opponent is very difficult, very tough. He's a strong fighter. He's a buzzsaw himself. He throws a lot of punches, so it'll be a good test. But I really, truly feel William Zepeda is ready for anybody after his next fight.
And another one, as I mentioned, you guys staying very busy. Lex Rocha competing here later this in July on the 19th. We talked with him earlier in the show. He sounded extremely confident. He's ready to take on this task against an undefeated fighter. What do you want to see from Lex?
Yeah, no, look, we have a pretty good fall, summer schedule. I think Alexis Rocha is hungrier than ever. I think that he's more focused. I believe that he's a hard worker, obviously, but he's just taking it up another step, another notch. And what I mean by that is that he's training harder. He wants the tougher challenges. He wants to challenge for the world title. Yes, he did have a misstep. He did lose, and he lost in actually a very good fight. He just couldn't really handle his opponent. But I think that mentally he's so tough that he wants to come back and prove to everybody that he will be world champion. And we're looking forward to fights from there. Vergil Ortiz coming back. Have Jaime Munguia in September. So I'm really excited about Golden Boy's lineup this summer and the fall.
You just mentioned it, but we're approaching the second half of the year. What else more do you guys have in store, and what are you really excited about as you close out 2024?
I'm excited for Vergil Ortiz to become world champion. Vergil Ortiz, mark my words, will be the face of boxing one day. He will. He has what it takes. And winning a world title is the first step. Arnold Barbosa versus Ramirez will be an incredible fight. So I'm really looking forward to the 140-pound division. Looking forward, obviously, to these next fights. Looking forward to Jaime Munguia coming back. We have a great lineup. Vergil Ortiz, I'm telling you, he is the best.
All right, Oscar, thank you so much. Good to see you as always. Back to you guys ringside.
All right, Oscar De La Hoya talking a lot right there. He's the man in charge of the company. He can say whatever he wants. Nothing officially announced, but Vergil Ortiz will be fighting in August, according to Oscar De La Hoya. It's out there. No date, no location yet. But Oscar did say that Vergil Ortiz will be a world champion. He's the goods, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. Vergil's that dude. Yeah. One of my favorite guys to watch.
And Oscar, when Vergil made his professional debut, said this guy's going to be somebody. It was here. When Vergil fought at Cowboy Stadium on a Canelo card, that Vergil's going to be a world champion, and he's one step closer. I love him. I love his demeanor. You just never know. He's stone-faced.
No, yeah, for sure. One thing is about his strength is his mental. Man, he's mentally strong, and he's a smart guy.
All right, so Oscar also said Jaime Munguia in September. Again, no date, no location, no opponent.
Yeah.
But good to hear that he wants Munguia back in action quick.
Oh, yeah, Munguia has to jump back on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was a good fight that he had with Canelo. I think he learned a lot from that fight. You know, it's like when Canelo, when he fought Mayweather, he learned a lot from that Mayweather loss. And I think that's what you're going to see with Munguia. He's going to learn from the Canelo loss.
All right, from Sinaloa, the cruiserweight champion, Zurdo Ramirez, will be back in action. So you get 147, get 160, 168. Then the cruiserweight where Zurdo's at right now, you got to get him going.
No, for sure, man. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if Zurdo goes up to heavyweight.
Eventually, right? Eventually.
Yeah, man.
Because there's money to be made there.
For sure.
And also, I just heard Arnold Barbosa, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Nothing official official, but Oscar is obviously working on two fighters over the Golden Boy.
That's a great matchup, man. That's a good fight. I don't even know how to call that one.
Well, again, keep up with the Golden Boy social media account and Oscar's account to see what's going on. A lot of action going on this year for Golden Boy, but we still got 2 more fights to go here in Indio, California on Golden Boy Fight Night. Sun is setting in the Coachella Valley. All right, the tail of the tape for our cruiserweight battle. 13-1, Tristan Kalkreuth is 6'5", almost 200 pounds. Anthony Holloway from Peoria, Illinois said, I got something for this young man. Tristan is eventually going to be a heavyweight, but he's only 22 years old. His only loss happened when his shoulder popped out a socket. He kept on fighting, but fighting with one arm. This is a good one. This is a good test. And do not be fooled by Holloway's 7-5 record. This dude is always a tough out. And let's hear from the cruiserweights and Joe Martinez.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with our co-featured bout tonight. 10 rounds of cruiserweights. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting into the blue corner. From Peoria, Illinois, here is Anthony Holloway. And next to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the red corner from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Carrollton, Texas, here is Sweet Tea, Tristan Kalkreuth.
Sweet Tea, Tristan Kalkreuth. Duncanville, Texas was he was born. Now living in Las Vegas. And for the last few weeks, been training in Colorado Springs with Bomac and Bud Crawford. His first 10-round fight for Kalkreuth. Joe Martinez ready to make some noise for the crowd here in India.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our co-main event this evening. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled in the cruiserweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Raul Caiz, Don DeVergis, and Fernando Villarreal. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Jerry Cantu. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks trimmed in white, he weighed officially 190 3/4 pounds. His professional record stands at 7 victories, 5 defeats with 3 draws, 6 wins coming by way of knockout from Peoria, Illinois. Here is Anthony One Way Holloway. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing camouflage trunks, he weighed an officially 199 3/4 pounds. In 14 professional fights, his record stands at 13 victories, just 1 defeat. 10 wins coming by way of knockout from Las Vegas, Nevada. By way of Carrollton, Texas, here is Tristan Sweet Tea Kalkreuth.
Seconds. Let's go. Mouthpiece. Gentlemen, your trunks are good. Gentlemen, you were giving your instructions in the dressing room. I want a good, clean, hard fight. You will obey my commands at all times. Touch him up. Good luck to both of you. Jerry Cantu, third man in the ring. We get ready for our co-main. Sweet Tea, they call him, Kalkreuth. 6'5", 200 pounds. Excuse me. And Anthony Holloway, one way. Got Robert Bell in his corner. Womack, Brian Mike. Are you ready? In the corner of Sweet Tea. Are you ready? Along with his father, Earl. 10 rounds scheduled. Older Boy Fight Night. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be around the world, live on DAZN. Tristan Kalkreuth. He's been a pro for 4 years. He was a pro in August of 2019. Stop, breaking your own. The only loss that he had was a result of an injury. Break. He kept on fighting with one arm, but not enough to get the victory.
Guys, we're warned about the ref didn't hold it. Stop it. Go ahead.
Jerry Cantu already telling these guys, I warned you.
Well, you know, Anthony, he's diving in, and then he grabs, so I think Anthony wants to stay close and smother Tristan. You know, Tristan's long, man, so he's tall, and he has that long reach.
Yeah, the family decided to move to Las Vegas for better sparring, better training in 2022. And Kalkreuth enjoying all the work that he can get, especially when you're this big. There's not going to be many people that want to spar you or get quality work in Vegas. Everybody's there.
Nice shot right there by Anthony. See, Anthony, he just wants to land some shots and then hold his opponent. Hold Tristan.
Yeah, he's going to make it ugly. Asked him what he thought about Kalkreuth. He's like, I'm not a threat. I can handle anything. So he's going to get in, get out. Holloway lost in May of this year against Lawrence King in 6 rounds. Also got knocked out March 30th by Sutton McEwen. You're going to hear the corner of Holloway loud. They know it's a big opportunity for their fighter. We're going to just be patient, feel each other out. Overhand right from Holloway, the red and white.
Let's go fight out of
right there, Tristan trying to counter with a quick slip right hand.
Stop.
So he's trying to time Anthony coming in.
Fight out of it, gentlemen. Let him go, Anthony. Let him go. Hands free.
Grabbing in this one. Final seconds of the opening
10
round.
seconds. Stop at the bell. Stop.
There can be no finesse in this one, Gabe.
Step back. Time.
Breathe while he's talking. Breathe.
Okay, all right, now we need to work though. Okay?
Breathe. You got the water?
Yeah, I got it. Listen, give me that water. Listen, that's what I need you to do. I need you to pick up the jab a little bit more, okay?
You gotta pick that jab up a little bit more and move your feet side to side. Give me upper body movement, because he's trying to punch with you.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to punch after you, trying to throw that sneaky right hand.
Right.
So you
keep your left hand up.
Yeah. Set the counter. Yeah. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Moving your feet.
Go ahead, Bo.
Double up your shots. Let that right hand come down the pipe. You see how he's trying to jab? He's trying to use that.
Womack, Brian McIntyre is the trainer. You also heard the voice of Earl Kalkreuth, Tristan's father.
Let's go.
Instructions.
Hey, let's go. Stop.
Womack using every second.
Stop. Stay over there.
To get out of that corner.
Box.
We gave him some good advice. Womack said he wants to double the jabs. Use your feet, double the jab.
Don't throw. Be more active. And Holloway coming out active here in the red and white. Yeah, McIntyre and the team Kalkreuth got together a couple fights ago. And they were long-time friends. They know each other since Krista was in the amateurs. But they were looking for a step up as they went to Vegas. Reached out to McIntyre. Said, okay, we'll see if we can work. Worked together a couple weeks. Like, yeah, I think we have a fit here. And then when they go to Colorado Springs, where Crawford has his camp, they win. He said that was part of the deal of making sure that you get out of your comfort zone. And you see the CompuBox numbers for the first round on the side of Kalkreuth. Getting out of your comfort zone for a young fighter, that's very important.
Sure. And right now, I like what I saw. You know, Tristan didn't do nothing off of it, but he took steps back when Anthony dived in with the straight right. Because Anthony dives in with the straight right to smother him and then hold him. He doesn't want Tristan to, you know, let that long jab go. See right there, that step back is a matter of time for him to counter, for Tristan to counter when he does that step back.
So he's setting that up for later?
Yeah, because you fight with your feet. So it's, you know, the shots are gonna land wherever your feet are.
Uppercut
nice,
from Kalkreuth.
Nice uppercut.
Trying to chop a tree down is Holloway as he goes upstairs.
See, Tristan doesn't want to do that right there. Just stay in the pocket, allow Anthony to just let his hands go like that. That step back and jab, jab, double the jab as his trainer asks him to do.
How much activity from Kalkreuth in this round? And that's what his corner was asking him, like, you know, you gotta be more active.
Nice right hand.
Big right. Swing and a miss with the left hook. Looking for the big shot of Kalkreuth.
Stop, box, stop. Two step back, two step back, two steps back. There you go.
Nice right hand to the body.
Another left hook to the body from Kalkreuth.
Hey, no punching, no punching, no punching.
Said it's gonna be rugged. Exactly what we have.
You know, Tristan for his height is really athletic, man. That was a nice double hook to the body and up top.
Done with two in Indio, California. Few hours away, Footprint Center is where you're gonna see Bam Rodriguez taking on El Gallo Estrada for the WBC Super Flyweight title from Phoenix, Arizona, on the home of big-time boxing, DAZN. That's going to be a really good one.
You got that one right hand, that's it. He got shit on the jab, right? All right, he just got that one right hand. That's what he's looking for. All right? Keep it.
Oh, flip that shit and come with your shit. Put the punches together. What we waiting on? Breathe. Breathe. Breathe in. Come on, son. Come on. Let's go, boy.
Robert Ball, like, what are we waiting on? Put those punches together for Holloway. The corner Holloway, I mean, Robert Ball's a fired up coach.
And you know, Holloway started off with a good strategy. You know, punching and then smothering Tristan and holding on, waiting for the ref to break them up. But right now, Tristan took that away with the steps, with his footwork, taking a step back.
Well, Holloway listened to his corner. He's throwing more punches this round.
Break.
Break out of there. Fight out of there.
See, in the inside, Holloway has to hit that body. Touch that body, try to slow your man down.
Okay, break.
Jerry Cantu is going to be busy tonight. You were mentioning Kalkreuth's athleticism. You see a guy who's 6'5", over 200 pounds. Yes, high school football coaches, especially when you're from Texas, wanted him to play D-line or tight end. He's like, no, I never played. I was focused on boxing.
Well, Holloway's feeling that power. A couple shots rock him. His feet are a bit jittery right now.
Holloway was a linebacker in college. Also a running back in high school. Good build. And Kalkreuth, early on in his career, after a fight, he would do a backflip, Gabe. Just get in there and do a big backflip at that height. But I can't do that anymore. I'm getting older.
Break out of there. Break out. There you go.
Right now, Trishan's throwing different shots. He just did a slip right uppercut. He's catching these shots.
Stop.
Right now, it's real hard for Holloway to just land anything.
Fight out of there. Hands free. Come on, let's go. Let him go. Stop boxing. You understand? Don't hold. Let's go.
Tell him, Jerry. You ever been in fights like that where the referee's just telling you over and over?
You know what happens, man. You just got to work.
But what do you do as a fighter, though, when you hear that repeatedly?
When you hear what?
That, hey, stop, break. Telling you about the hold.
I wasn't much of a holder.
No, Mom, you never been in. No, not you. You never been in a fight where something like that?
Nah, man.
I like that. And you know, as a broadcaster, you appreciate that too.
Keep stepping to your right. Keep stepping to your right. Keep stepping to your right.
Nice. That's a nice slit. Right hand.
Break.
Tristan.
Break. Let's go. Come on. Stop. 2 steps back.
Keep it tight. Try to get lucky because it's short. Try to get lucky because it's tight.
10 seconds to go in the third round.
10 seconds.
Tristan Kalkreuth, Anthony Holloway, our co-feature in the cruiserweight division on Golden Boy Fight Night.
Nice. See that right hand landed because Tristan jabbed to the body and set up that right hand up top.
And Tristan is looking right at Holloway. For more on the camp of Sweet Tea, let's go to Brandy Flores.
Yeah, Tristan Kalkreuth was recently in training camp with Terrence Crawford up in Colorado. And Tristan said he learned what it means to have mental toughness from watching Bud operate and really lock in during training camp. Tristan said Bud reminded him of Kobe Bryant in the way he was so meticulous and pushed himself while training. And he said that he was a cool dude when they weren't sparring, and they got along great, but the second it was time to spar, Bud became a completely different animal. There were no room for games, and there were no friends.
And there's his trainer, Bomac. Bud don't play. Bud does not play. And he doesn't let many people into his camp. So the fact that he allowed Kalkreuth to show up says a lot.
He's working. He's going to try to fight in spurts.
Fourth round of action. The first scheduled 10-rounder for Tristan Kalkreuth. And now he's warming up as he lands that left hook. He closed the third round really strong, Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, right now he just slipped and threw a big hook. So he's doing different things. He's slipping, right uppercut, jabbing to the body, setting up the right hand up top. He's doing a couple of things, so Holloway really can't catch a rhythm.
And you look at the power punches through 3 rounds, all on the side of Kalkreuth.
Then another thing, Holloway got to deal with that long jab.
6'5", coming right at you.
And Tristan's keeping it busy. You know, he's popping that jab. The jab is setting up all the big shots.
Kalkreuth, a cruiserweight now, will eventually grow out of the division and be a heavyweight. And that's the corner of Holloway, Robert Ball. You can hear it. He sounded frustrated in that corner of Holloway, the red and white.
As you can see, Tristan's walking him from corner to corner, cutting the ring off.
Like that?
Yeah, because, you know, Holloway's just, he he doesn't have an answer. He's getting trapped corner to corner.
Let's go.
You know, and what Holloway needs to do is just start working the body. You know, he's throwing shots up top, but Tristan's blocking it. So, you know, try to set up body shots.
Get in there.
Right here.
Right there.
You're on the inside, just work the body. Just get low, drop low, and try to work the body.
A minute to go in the fourth round. Yeah, he just does whatever he wants. This Kalkreuth, right? He blocks him wherever he wants.
Yep. And he's smothering him. You know, he's just, like I said, walking him from corner to corner. Nice body shot. Nice short left
there
hook.
You go. Yeah, that left hook. Right hand from Kalkreuth. Right hand from Kalkreuth again. That wobbled Holloway. Holloway getting hit hard here in the fourth round. Uppercut from Holloway. That split the guard.
Break out of there. Break on your own. Break on your own. Come on.
Couple shots from Holloway now. He's answering back. 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds. Stop
the
the bell. 10
fourth
seconds. Stop
round.
the bell.
Good action picking up between Tristan Kalkreuth and Anthony Holloway on Golden Boy Fight Night.
God.
We loaded up too much. All from the shoulders. Like the bag.
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go. 3 and 4. Let's go. Mouthpiece, mouthpiece. Let's go.
Fifth round. Scheduled for 10. Tristan Kalkreuth and the Camo are going to pick it up, Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, man, it's the fifth round, Beto. And Tristan's just warming up. He's getting better as the rounds go.
Which is what you want to see from a young prospect.
And Holloway, props to him, he just landed 2 good shots. But Tristan's on a mission right now. He's just coming forward.
2 steps back, 2 steps back, 2 steps back.
Give an opponent with 15 fights in Holloway. He's fighting for the second time in 54 days.
You know, for Holloway needs to time Tristan's jab and try to throw a right hand over the top of it. Overhand right. You know, with Tristan's height, what will work for Holloway is an overhand right. You know, he has to attempt it.
Yeah, Holloway has 7 victories, 6 of those via stoppage. So Holloway, you know, his game plan from what somebody told me is he's gonna just try to go for the knockout to get his victory. He's not trying to box you, win a decision. So this is a good game plan from Kalkreuth.
You know, Tristan's a big guy, but he moves like a middleweight.
Wow, he's limber.
He moves like a middleweight, man.
And you know about that.
Yeah, he's quick, he's sharp. Look at that.
Holloway lands a good right hand.
He just shoulder rolled that shot and came back immediately with a counter right.
That's how you shoulder roll.
You don't see big guys doing that.
Yeah. Hey, the athleticism from Kalkreuth is definitely impressive.
Man, I like it, man. You can tell he's learning a lot from being in camp with Womack and Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Let go, Anthony. Let go. Let go, Anthony. Let go. Let's go. Man, fight out of there. Stop back. Stop. 2 step back. There you go.
Yeah, the big boys are different.
Yeah, but this big guy right here fights like a middleweight, man.
Yeah.
6'5". Nice defense. Quick jab. Nice.
There it is.
That's a great setup shot. Straight right to the body. The shot that he really wanted to land was the left hook up top. So he throws the right hand to the body as a decoy to set up the left hook up top.
Stop. 10 seconds, stop at the bell. 10 seconds, stop at the bell.
Final seconds of the 5th round. The cruiserweight, Tristan Kalkreuth, looking good. Golden Boy fighting.
That was nice. Quick, faint, short hook.
This is what we got now.
Nice shot right there. Right hand to the body to set up the hook up top. Just thinking in there, setting things up right there. Feint to the body, comes up top with the hook. Good stuff.
Thing with the big boys, they develop at a different pace.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of the old scribes, boxing experts say heavyweights, they get better as they get older. The power, you can develop them later. This kid's only 22. Like, there's no kind of man muscles at all yet.
Yeah, man. What I like from Tristan, man, is how he sets it up and how he changes the shots. You know, slip, short right uppercut. Then he throws the right hand to the body, jab to the body right there, setting things up. You know, he doesn't throw to throw. Everything he does is for a setup.
Total punches through 5. Over 160 punches thrown for Tristan Kalkreuth. He's slowing down Holloway.
Yeah, and he's not following Holloway, he's cutting him off.
Which, as much as I've worked with you, that's one of your big pet peeves.
Yeah.
When you let a fighter get away. Yeah, the cruiserweight division, very interesting. Like, that's where Usyk started as a cruiserweight. Now, Golden Boy president, or chairman, Oscar De La Hoya, saying that Golden Boy president Eric Gomez is going to be working on getting a fight for Zurdo Ramirez, a cruiserweight champ.
Nice.
So it's an interesting division. Not one that a lot of people talk about over the years. That's where Evander Holyfield started off. Then she moving up to heavyweight. And these kind of rounds, this kind of development is really good for Tristan Kalkreuth.
Now Tristan's starting to throw combinations. Quick combinations. Nice.
Hook from Tristan right there.
Right
like
there, that was a feint. He feinted the jab to the body, which set up that hook up top.
As soon as he did that, you looked right at me, Gabe. Like, you're like, that's what I want to see.
Because, you know, this is what you call sweet science right here. This is good boxing IQ.
Break out of it.
Yeah, the thing with Kalkreuth, he hasn't had many rounds underneath his belt.
You know, and offensively, Tristan is doing so well, but defensively, he's sharp. You know, Holloway really can't find an opening. Right there with the shoulder roll.
This is our co-feature, the main event still to come. DFG, Destined for Greatness is his nickname, Darius Fulghum. From Houston, Texas. He's going to put his undefeated record on the line against Vaughn Alexander, the veteran from St. Louis. He's only got one person in his corner. That's his trainer, Montel. Lock in. Can the vet pull the upset tonight? That's still to come on our main event.
Come on, baby boy.
Okay, go. 7th round of action. Is this where Kalkreuth starts pulling away?
Yeah, man, he's, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. It's just a matter of time. You know, Holloway is still sharp, so you don't want to make a mistake.
Break it, Joe. Break it, Let's hear from the corner of Kalkreuth with Brandon Flores.
Let him go.
You like that you're seeing from Tristan right now?
Well, he is controlling the fight. He's doing that behind a good jab, but we need more out of him.
Do you think he has the ability to finish his fight earlier than round 10?
Say again?
You think he has the ability to finish his fight earlier than round 10?
Yeah, he got the ability. I'm just waiting for him to do it.
What were you telling him?
I just got to give him a motivation speech. Told him that Oscar and Bernard over there looking at you, they put you in the position to try to get to a title, but you over here lollygagging and shit. You know, some of that extra shit.
Thank you, Bomac. Guys?
I love Bomac. He's lollygagging. You know what does that make him? Lollygaggers, if you ever watch both of them. But it's a good point, though. Bernard and Oscar are right there looking at you, and Bomac's saying, get off of that lollygagging stuff. Step on the gas. Like, there's no more instruction, right, Gabe? You're doing everything right.
I think it's a matter of time for him to get the knockout.
Bomac's like, man, I got a plane to catch or something, man. Oh, there's that uppercut from Tristan Kalkreuth.
Let go, Anthony. Let go, come on. Stop out.
He banged in some rounds.
What Bomac wants is for him to just start sitting on his shots and just get him out of there. You know, just right here where he's trying to pick a moment to counter, but just be first. I like what I see, though.
Yeah, of course. It's there. He's 22. Quality rounds here. It's a good veteran. How do you close the show, Gabe Rosado? I mean, everything's on your side with Kalkreuth.
And you know what? The thing is that Holloway now is on survival mode. When a guy gets on survival mode, it's even harder to get him out of there because, you know, his priority is to survive.
What makes you say he's surviving?
Because he ain't doing nothing.
Oh, he ate that big uppercut.
He ate that big uppercut. But he ain't doing nothing. He's not committing to his punches. He's on survival mode. He's just on defense mode right now.
10 seconds.
So when you're on defense mode, you know, you can brace the shots. It's the shot you don't see that hurts you, but he sees these shots coming because he's bracing for them.
He saw that right hand from Kalkreuth. The big fights keep coming with a stacked card. August 3rd from LA. Terrence Crawford challenges Israel Madrimov for the WBA and WBO Interim World Super Welterweight titles, available worldwide on DAZN. And that man will be in the building. Home of LAFC as Bomac trains Bud Crawford.
You want to continue, Anthony? Huh? You got to tell me. You want to go?
And the corner of Holloway is being asked by the referee, do you want to continue? Oh, that uppercut, vicious.
Let's go.
And you know what? When the referee does that, if Tristan puts his foot on the gas and just corners Holloway and just lets his hands go, the ref's going to stop the fight.
Yeah, Jerry Cantu went in the corner of Anthony Holloway and asked him, do you want to continue? I mean, he hasn't taken big punishment, but he sees something. And you said you saw it too, Gabe.
He's on survival mode. He's on survival mode, and the ref sees that.
Veteran referee Jerry Cantu, the third man in the ring. So if Kalkreuth gets out of third gear, it's done?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if he does.
If Tristan steps on it right now, you got him in the corner. Just trap him in that corner and just let your hands go. He can get the TKO or a knockout. See that? Holloway's just surviving right now.
Oh, Holloway lands a right hand.
Break in your, come on, let's go. Let's go, Tristan.
And there you see the total punches thrown through 7 on the side of Kalkreuth. Kalkreuth has German roots on his father's side, so maybe somebody get him a boxing hat with a German flag on the side. You got to get you a hat that says boxing that has Puerto Rico flag on the side. Kept it around alongside Puerto Rican Gabe Rosado. Watching Tristan Kalkreuth control and dominate this fight in the cruiserweight division.
See right here, just don't give him time. Just step on the gas right there.
Let him go, let him go, let him go. 2 step back, 2 step back. Let him go.
And that's something you learn too as you progress with more rounds. That killer instinct.
And this is his first 10 rounder, so you know, you don't know really what he's thinking right now. But you know, Tristan got his man, you know, backing up and just surviving, not really trying to commit to anything.
Oh, carrying him, isn't he? Like, not really doing much. Yeah, Bomac was asking for Kalkreuth to step on it and give him more. I think we're all asking for that right now in this round.
See, he knows this fighter better than me, because now in this round, I would say that he's kind of lollygagging a little bit.
Great scene in Bull Durham.
But see, right here, you got your man in the corner. Just let it go.
Hey, but if you're lollygagging, sometimes you take the foot off the gas and you could get hit.
Tristan, let him go, Tristan. Tristan, let him go. Stop. 10 seconds, stop at the bell. 10 seconds, stop at the bell. 10 seconds, stop. 2 step back. 10 seconds, stop at the bell. Time.
Done with 8 in Indio, California. Golden Boy Fight Night. Fantasy Springs Pool. Great spot, great hotel. Home for Golden Boy Fight Night. And the Event Center has seen some great fights over the years. Some battles. The birth of a lot of the Coachella Valley fighters. Start here in your career, you work your way to Vegas, and you see some great upsets. I don't know if it's going to be one tonight with Anthony Holloway.
For your daughter, baby. Let's go. What we talked about. Breathe. He's ready to go. When you land a big shot, keep coming. You cannot punch one. Punches in fucking bunches. Second down, mouthpiece is in. Second down, mouthpiece is in.
Robert Bell is going to the deep motivation. He said, this is for your daughter. 6-year-old Jenna Noel is the daughter of Anthony Holloway. Where the corner goes to that right there, Gabe. They're going deep into the heart.
Yeah, he said punches and bunches.
Yeah, Holloway, after his college football career, and then he was doing MMA. He had a few MMA fights. He said boxing was calling him. Power punches through 8. Or in the 8th round. It was 10 thrown by Kalkreuth. That's not enough, right, Gabe?
Nah, man, not at all.
That's a body shot from Holloway that lands.
Yeah, Tristan felt that too.
Let him go. Stop. Anthony, don't make me take points, okay?
Tristan's the kind of fighter that he makes you pay for your mistakes. But you know, when it's time for him to just kind of get you out of there, it's like something he's not, you know, he's still working on.
Wow.
Earlier in the fight, Holloway was letting his hands go. So then that created an opportunity for Tristan to counter, slip, throw shots. But now when Holloway's really not throwing anything, it's like Tristan's waiting for him to do something so he can counter. But you just got, at this point, you just got to go first.
You said at the end of, or during the 7th round, that Holloway was in survival mode. Referee Jerry Cantu went over there and asked, do you want to continue? It doesn't look like he's in survival mode anymore. He might have caught that second win with it. So maybe Kalkreuth is tired. Less than a minute to go in the 9th. Nice hand from Kalkreuth. That's the big shot. Holloway felt that. Now Kalkreuth is stepping on the gas. Holloway eating punches in the corner.
Man, a right uppercut is doing well right now.
Holloway's legs are wobbly, Gabe.
Oh, nice.
He just missed that. He just missed that.
Because Holloway's expecting a big right hand off the top now. But if he throws it from under, if Tristan throws that right uppercut underneath, he'll catch him on the money. Nice.
Overhand right from Tristan Kalkreuth.
Follow up with that hook.
Holloway is tough, man. That is a tough, tough man. 10 seconds, top of the bell, 10 seconds.
Nice.
There's that uppercut you're asking for.
Stop, stop, stop. 2 steps back, 2 steps. Stop at the bell, gentlemen. There you go. Hey, baby. You took his best shot. You took his fucking best shot. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. You took his best shot. Get him in there. Let's go. Let's go. You took his best fucking shot. Let's go. Come on, son. One more. Big fucking deep.
That was a nice setup right hand. Faded to the body, came up top, hurt his man bad. Holloway was hurt bad.
You don't gotta wait for him. You ain't gotta wait for him. You see him.
Man, props to Holloway, man. He got his chin on him. He took that shot.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Touch him up in the center. Let's go. Touch him up in the center.
Whatever you gotta do. When he hits you, whatever you gotta do.
Let's go.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 10th and final round.
Nothing. Joe Martinez lets him know. 10th and final round.
Last round, gentlemen. Let's go.
Hugs in the center of the ring. Now the final round of action. And Kalkreuth put away Holloway. It's how you close, right, Gabe Rosado?
Yep. Just step on the gas, don't even let your man think. If I'm Tristan, just go for it. If you want to make a statement, a knockout statement.
Right there. Hey, let's go. Let's go, baby.
But regardless if Tristan gets the knockout or not, you know, he's boxing a shutout.
Absolutely.
I got him winning every round.
Yeah. Never been to any kind of danger. Hasn't really taken any big shots.
Keep digging and come up the middle. Damn, come up the middle with it.
Eric Priest was supposed to be the co-main tonight. His opponent was not clear at the last minute. So Kalkreuth stepped in as a co-main. Now he's got to seize the opportunity.
Break on your own, break. Hands free, let's go.
And Tristan start throwing some uppercuts, it's going to land.
Come on, dig. Touch that body.
Whether it's the left uppercut or the right
let him go,
right
Anthony.
there.
Let him go. Come on, son. Again. Break on your own, gentlemen. Break. Come on. This is the last round. Show him something. Come on. Let's go. Show him something. Let's go. Big fight, son. Let it go.
And he had it right there. Tristan did that slip. He could have countered with the uppercut or the hook.
I'm telling you, if you're a broadcaster, you work with fighters, they do not stop moving. Gabe Rosado's on the edge of his seat right now, bobbing and weaving, moving around. That overhand right connects, Gabe moves. That one just missed.
Yeah, that was there.
Let's go. Let's go, Anthony. Let's go. Stop. Let's go.
Definitely something to build with Tristan Kalkreuth, the young cruiserweight.
No, he has great skills, great ability.
And the more camps that he has with Bomac are definitely going to help him.
Yeah, it's just a matter of learning how to be a finisher.
And the man muscles will come. His body's starting to fill out. Shedding that baby fat. Only 22 years old.
See right there, Holloway knows that the straight right hand's coming, so he dips low. That's why he set him up with that short right uppercut. It's gonna land.
Pull the head down.
But it was.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds, we go into the scorecards, and all three judges score it 99-91 for your winner by unanimous decision, Sweet Tea, Tristan Kalkreuth.
Victory for Tristan Kalkreuth. His 14th. What'd you tell Bomac right now?
No, it's between me and Bomac.
Oh, okay. You guys are good though, right?
No, yeah.
Okay. Because you got him quick, and he looked at you like, yeah.
No, it was just, I heard, I was hearing him say a couple things in the corner, and I understood where he was coming from.
Oh, okay. Fighter to trainer, fighter to fighter conversation. All right, respect to you too. And let's look at the highlights of this fight that went 10 rounds. As Kalkreuth came out and controlled this fight from the get-go, Gabe. It was his night.
Yeah, absolutely. Tristan right there landing straight right shots, uppercuts. Had his man hurt a couple times, but once he had Holloway hurt, Holloway kind of went on survival mode and just holding on right there. Landed some good shots, Holloway. And look, man, props to Holloway. He took some great shots right there. He's getting hit.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah, he took some big shots. He took some good shots, and he just did not stop. He kept coming.
It was a game. He came in great shape. Look, I don't know too many 6'5" dudes that could do backflips.
Yeah.
This dude's, he's athletic. Like I said, he fights like a middleweight.
Yeah, we hadn't seen him in a while. The man from Texas do that backflip. I thought he retired it. Oh, you gotta take the selfie. There you go. Most important part of the business. Let's look at the CompuBox final punch stats. 40% landed on the power side for Kalkreuth. Holloway wasn't too far behind. He was throwing some power shots.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to have. You want to have that professional resistance. All right, so that was our first fight that went the distance. 18-year-old Katy Griffith, KO. 21-year-old Leo Sanchez, KO. 19-year-old Grant Flores, KO. What will we get in our main event? This Saturday, another blockbuster is part of DAZN's 150-plus fight nights as Jesse Bam Rodriguez challenges Juan Francisco Estrada for the WBC Super Flyweight belt from the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona. Do not blink during this one.
Exactly what he needs. The best be the best. Estrada's a huge star, risking it all. You talk about pound for pound great fighters, Bam Rodriguez.
Once we're in that ring, there's no respect.
This kid is super special.
From here on out, it's just big fight after big fight. I can't wait to put on the show.
A fight of the year contender written all over it.
You are now looking at a real international prospect.
I will not take a step back.
So physically strong, Fisher.
Serge wanna do a number on him.
Fisher going for the finish.
Make sure you strap in because every single fight's going to be explosive. I go in there and I finish people.
Very, very impressive finish.
It's about to get really serious. It's about to get really exciting. This fight will end by knockout.
Main event time. The sun is set here in the Coachella Valley. It's down to about 95 outside, and we're ready for the main event to stay hot. Tonight, a 10-round contest between 27-year-old unbeaten Darius Fulghum and always tough veteran Vaughn Alexander. Darius DFG Fulghum. The DFG stands for Destined for Greatness. Fulghum hopes that that'll be the case. The Houston native, who has a nursing degree, is undefeated and making his first appearance in a main event. Will Fulghum continue his winning ways, or will the lights prove to be too bright for DFG? Standing in the way tonight, Vaughn Alexander, the 38-year-old vet from St. Louis, Missouri, is here on late notice. He found out on Monday, but he promises that his experience and skill set will be too much for the youngster. Who will come out victorious? We will know minutes from now. Inside the event center at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, our main event. You got to get ready for DFG to take on Vaughn Alexander. Golden Boy Fight Night is here. It's main event time. Beth Duran alongside Gabe Rosado. Gabe, DFG is 27 years old, 11-0, 10 KOs. What do you want to see from him tonight?
I want to see that power, man. I want to see that power, and I want to see his ability to adjust, because I know that Vaughn is going to bring a different look that he hasn't seen yet. So I just want to see him adjust and make him pay.
Yeah, the 10 KOs have happened, but it hasn't been against somebody who is as experienced as Alexander. So you say you want to see the power. Does he have it? Is it for real, or is it just explosive? What is it?
Yeah, for sure, because a guy like Alexander is going to be hard to get him out of there because he's a crafty veteran. So if he's able to set him up and get a knockout, that says a lot about his skills.
168-pound division is where his future is at. That's an interesting division. It's a loaded division. It's his first main event. How close is he to possibly contending?
Man, he's right there. He's right at the footsteps. But, you know, it's different when you're the main event and the lights are shining. We saw it last week with Matias, where he had his moment and he dropped the ball. So, you know, I want him to stay focused, stay locked in, and treat this like another fight.
We saw him last on the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney undercard. He's been on big cards. He's been on Sundo's undercards, but he's never been the main event. Will the lights be too bright? Now, Vaughn Alexander, 38 years old, doesn't have the graphics, doesn't have the logo, doesn't have the team. It's just him and Montel Griffith in his corner. That's still a dangerous dude.
Oh, absolutely, man. He's rugged, you know, he's tough, he's crafty. He knows how to fight. man, and he got hard. So a guy like that, you can't let him get confidence in the fight, because if you give a guy like Vaughn confidence, then he can dictate the pace.
And he's not intimidated by your undefeated record. You don't care.
He's not. He's not. And one thing that Vaughn's going to try to do, he's going to try to slow the pace down. Being the older fighter, you want to slow the pace down. So it's up to Darius to speed it up. You want the old man to fight at a fast pace.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting one. What will happen with the undefeated fighter against the gatekeeper? As Alexander said, I got something for him tonight. The super middleweight division is presently made up of Canelo, Benavidez, Mabili, Munguia, amongst others. It's a division that runs very bright. Will it go through Darius Fulghum? He sees himself as the imminent king of 168. That's how confident he is. The question is, how long will it be before DFG begins his reign? The man they call DFG thinks it's sooner than you may think.
Yo, it's Darius Fulghum, DFG, destined for greatness.
Here's the heavy-handed, undefeated light heavyweight from Houston, Texas, DFG.
You know, in Texas, we grew up, everybody played football and stuff, but I never liked the pointing fingers of. Boxing was the first field I went into, and I fell in love with it immediately. And I knew from that moment I stepped in the gym that this is what I wanted to do. When I started boxing, my favorite boxer I watched was Andre Ward. He conquered a lot through his life, went completely undefeated, retired undefeated, Hall of Famer, went to commentating. He speaks very well. Like, the embodiment of his whole career, I'm in awe of, and I want my career to resemble something similar to that. I would describe my boxing style as adaptive. You know, I do what needs to be done in the ring to win. Whatever that entails. If I need to be a pressure fighter, I can do that. If I need to be a counter fighter, I can do that. If I need a box, a brawl, bang, whatever it takes to get the job done, I can do it. So if I had to describe my style, I would say adaptive. Being extremely active has completely benefited me. I was thinking about it. I had my first fight last year, April 29th, and I just had my latest fight was April 20th. I had 8 fights in a span of 12 months. Like, you know what it does is year-round sport. It constantly kept me in the gym, constantly kept me evolving, working on my craft, learning after each fight. Okay, what's the next takeaway? What's the next one? And so the biggest progression I made during that time was really learning myself, learning my process, learning what I needed to do during the training camp to make sure that I performed at my best. So it's one of the things that Golden Boys blessed me the most with, is just the activity. To have the support of Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins is everything to me, man. Like, seriously, those are 2 legends in the sport, you know? I talk about what I want to do with my career is the exact same that they've done, you know? To conquer multiple weight divisions, to fight the best of the best, to go down as a legacy. They're always going to be remembered in the sport, and I want the same thing for my career, to always be remembered that Darius DFG Fulghum was one of those guys. And so to have their support, man, it means everything to me, because they've been through it, they've done it, and to be promoted by them is everything to me. I'm looking to make a statement, period. However that looks.
Very confident Darius Fulghum. Let's look at the tail of the tape for our main event. Fulghum is the taller fighter and has a 4-inch reach advantage. Alexander came in at 171. It was contracted different because of the last-minute replacement. Fulghum and Alexander agreed on a deal where the weight would be at, but Fulghum came in at 67 because he's going to be competing at 68 in the future. He's going to stay there where he's at. All right, Joe Martinez, bring him out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our featured bout of the evening. 10 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Making his way to the ring first, fighting out of the blue corner. From St. Louis, here is Vaughn Alexander.
Montel Griffin bringing him in. Vaughn Alexander, brother of Devin Alexander. Vaughn at 38 years old. He said, I got a couple years left in me. Live that clean lifestyle in the gym. That's right. Darius was 7 years old when he made his pro debut. had a few fights, and then went to prison for more than a decade. Came back into the fight game. He's been taking on some tough guys. This is a tough out every single time. Let's look at the keys to victory brought to you by Ring Magazine. The first one, close the distance and smother. 2, press Darius to the rope. And the third, let your hands go. Something he didn't do in his last fight against Derevyanchenko.
And next to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He is destined for greatness. Here is the hard-hitting light heavyweight from Houston, Texas, Darius Fulghum!
Light work tonight, baby. Everybody in camo for Team Fulghum. The DFG Army for tonight. There you see his nephew. He does great interviews. The reason why is he is honoring his father and sister. The father, Vaughn Fulghum, served in the Army. His sister, Catrice, served in the Air Force. So he's wearing camo tonight to honor the family who have served. His father served in Desert Storm. So it's a very personal night for Darius Fulghum. The keys to victory brought to you by Ring Magazine. First, control the distance. 2, a busy jab. And the third one, precise body shots.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live on DAZN around the world from here inside of Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California, this is the main event. 10 rounds of boxing this scheduled in the light heavyweight division. Presented by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and sponsored by BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, the Executive Director in attendance, Andy Foster, the Chairman, Pete Villegas. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Raul Caiz, Eddie Hernandez, and Fernando Villarreal. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Rudy Barraga. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Indio, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks trimmed in red. He weighed in officially 171 1/2 pounds. This veteran holds a professional record standing at 18 victories, 11 defeats, 1 draw with 11 wins coming by way of knockout from St. Louis, Missouri. Here is Vaughn, the Animal Alexander! And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing camouflage trunks tonight, he weighed in officially 167 3/4 pounds. In 11 bouts as a young professional, he is perfect in the ring. 11 wins, no defeats, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the hard-hitting, undefeated light heavyweight from Houston, Texas, DFG, Darius Fulghum!
Fighters, chief seconds. Come on in, fellas.
All right, guys, you guys already giving your instructions, okay? Do me a favor, obey my commands on all times. Protect yourselves at all times. 10 rounds.
Rudy Barraga, the third man in the ring for our main event. His first main event for Darius Fulghum, 11-0, 10 KOs from Houston, Texas. Vaughn Alexander, the animal, the veteran. He's coming in, hopefully, as he says, to get the upset.
Let me see that mouthpiece. Let me see that mouthpiece. Let's go.
Here we go. Fulghum in the camo. He's very confident in his abilities. Feels like he could be one of the best in the division. Gabe, you know that division very well. We were talking about this. Looks like he has the ability, but what does he have to do tonight to impress Gabe Rosado?
You know, man, he just has to outsmart the veteran, man. Set good shots up, show that power.
And Vaughn's gonna be there. You're not gonna have trouble finding him.
You gotta show also that Vaughn is out of your league. You know what I'm saying? That he's not on your level.
You have to make the gatekeeper look like.
Yeah, you gotta show him you're not on this level.
Your time has passed. But if you let gatekeepers hang around, you let veterans hang around, they can make it ugly for you. Darius only been a pro a couple years. Started boxing when he was around 16. Grew up in Germany because of the dad's military background. Moved to Texas. He was also a wrestler when he was in high school.
Vaughn's just kind of filling them out.
Yeah.
Seeing what he got. Seeing, testing his power, testing his strength. I think we're going to see a lot more from Vaughn as the rounds go. Right now, it's just a fill-out round for him, just to test his strength and his speed.
See where he's at.
Yeah, see where he's at.
Yeah, original opponent for Fulghum was going to be Ronald Ellis. And that, you know Ronald from the Wild Card Gym?
Yeah.
I was going to be a really good one. But he fell sick. Vaughn got the call.
Let him go.
Jumped at it right away. Like, I stay ready. I know what's going on. But he wasn't really too impressed with Fulghum's career so far because he hasn't been tested, according to Vaughn.
Keep him up.
See, right here, Vaughn just got to work. Throw some body shots, do something. I know it's a fill-out round for him, but you just can't be there and not do anything.
You can't just give away the round?
Yeah.
10 seconds, guys, 10 seconds.
Fill-out round in our main event.
Stop the bell, guys, time!
Good job.
Bring that arm in, okay? Bring that arm in. Don't leave it out there, okay?
Yeah, I already know what kind of fight it's gonna be. And be patient. People gonna start calling for a bunch of punches and shit. Just be patient. You know what he wants you to do. Wants you to out-punch yourself. Stay looking for the shots. You can open up when you're ready sometimes, though. Hey, the body there, when he go in that high guard, he keep leaning, that's the shots around the outside. See the uppercut there, too. Shoot the right hand, a little short uppercut with the front hand, with the left. Bang. Touch control. Bang. It's right there for you. Outside of that, he ain't giving you much, so just work. Be patient. Don't get anxious. But we talked about it. Don't get anxious. If we go deeper into this fight and you feel like you want to turn it, we'll turn it. But right now, just be patient. It's 10 rounds. Be patient.
10 rounds. Be patient. The advice from Darnell Pierce, the corner of Fulghum. Last time Fulghum was in the ring, he went the distance with Alontes Fox on the Munguia undercard in January at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona.
My thing is, why be patient if you can get him out there, if you can get him out of there, you know what I mean, by letting your hands go. I get it, you know what I mean, it's only the second round. But it's a main event situation. You want to make a statement right now.
Why be patient with a guy who got called last minute who was 38 years old? Why play with your food? But we'll see how Fulghum progresses as the fight goes on.
Bring that arm in, Darius.
Alexander is rugged and tough. He fought Derevyanchenko in his last fight. also fought Beck the Bully here back in 2019. He went the distance with Beck, but at that time was only 3-0. And he had a loss to Christian and Billy.
Now, I don't really think Vaughn came to win because he's really not doing anything.
He doesn't throw much.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
Our CompuBox numbers are going to be all on the side of Fulgum.
You know, and I get it. He's a last-minute replacement. You know, it's tough to come in 100% ready last minute.
Well, he said he stays in the gym, he stays ready, but...
Yeah, well, he ain't showing it.
Body-wise, he's ready, but...
And what is the pitter-patter that Darius is doing?
Less than a minute to go in the second.
If the target's there, just let your hands go.
Don't post up on him.
There's that right from Fulgum. Body shot upstairs. Make it a fight. There you go, Vaughn. That's what Gabriel Zotto wants. Fulgum must feel like he can do whatever he wants to. This man went 10 rounds with Derevyanchenko in April. And now he's yelling, watch the forearm. We can hear you, Vaughn. And they're both talking to everybody.
Just don't post it up. You got 10 seconds, guys.
Done with 2 rounds. Rocha Dominguez, Friday, July 19th. Alexis Rocha back to the ring here at Fantasy Springs, and he takes on undefeated Mexican Santiago Dominguez. That's a Golden Boy Fight Night card. Little Friday night in the desert, let's go. But it's Thursday night right now for Fulgum, Gabe Rosado.
If I heard Darius is just, you know what I mean, picking shots. Got caught with a little overhand right there, but you know, just
let's pick it up there, man. Let's take it up, all right? Put them together.
Montel Griffin, the man who beat Roy Jones for the first time, telling him, pick it up, let's take over. All right, scheduled for 10. Body shot from Vaughn. In the black and red. Body shot from Fulgum. Vaughn's gonna keep that close shell.
Stop pushing with that arm, Darius.
Total punches through 2. Well, the percentage is on the side of Alexander, but when you don't throw that many, it's going to be. If you only threw 25.
I mean, Vaughn really don't got an answer for that straight right hand that Darius keeps landing.
You want to see Darius take over and just step on the gas.
Well, you know, he's landing at will. I mean, everything's landing flush.
Hands are free, fellas. Hands are free.
And nothing's coming back.
Fulgum turned pro in Mexico right after COVID. He was getting not many places were fighting. He did Mexico and he turned pro there. Had some fights on suitable undercards.
Well, he's getting some boos from the crowd because this is like a sparring session, honestly.
I'll tell you this, the Fantasy Springs crowd, the Coachella Valley crowd that comes out, they come out to see a lot of action, and Golden Boy Fight Night always produces it. The first 3 fights tonight were KOs, and the building was sizzling. And they're going to let you know. Intimate venue, they want to see some viciousness. Fulghum, this is the 5th fight with Golden Boy after he got signed. There's a shot from Fulghum. It's the main event time, so you know that the crowd has been here since 5 o'clock. The bar's closed. So.
Well, you know, Vaughn ain't doing nothing.
Nothing.
He's not throwing no punches. So, you just got, and I think Darius is not really committing because he's expecting Vaughn to do what he just did right now.
Well, how about some more of that as we head to the 4th?
Breathe, breathe, breathe. Feel good? You look good and patient, bro. Just work. It's gonna be an ugly fight for a little bit. We'll turn it up later if you want to. You're doing good. Defensively, only 2 shots to really look for. Overhand right. That's why sometimes the roll leave you vulnerable. Overhand right and a little hook out of there. He ain't throwing much else. So get comfortable working back here so you can catch that. You're pulling out, but he looping that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Keep working. Sit on some of them shots every now and then. You touch that little right hand, just keep touching. A little body touch.
Right there, Vaughn just landed 2 big shots. And I think that's why Fulghum's just kind of fighting where he's not really committing on his power shots. Because it's so early in the fight.
All right, Vaughn.
It's so early in the fight that he's probably thinking that, Vaughn's going to step on the gas at some point. But I would expect Darius to pick up the tempo of the fight as it goes on.
Yep, catch him on the way in. Catch him on the way in.
Brandy's in the corner of Fulghum. What are they saying, Brandy?
What do you like? What do you like from his production so far?
Just being patient, man. We knew what kind of fight this was gonna be once we got this guy. He's not really a guy who's gonna fight back. He just want to make the fight ugly. Want the crowd to boo a little bit and discourage you so you overwork yourself, and then he usually pick it up late. So we're just gonna be patient and keep working, and we get deeper into the rounds, we'll pick it up if we need to.
So you want him to work every single round?
Yeah, they want us to work every single round, but we're gonna stay patient, land the shots, win the rounds. When they get deeper, we'll pick it up if we need to try to finish the fight. But right now, we just focus on winning rounds. That's it, and conserving energy. It's got like a siphon in a gas tank. That's what we try to do to you. Make you over punch and make you over.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I just said, because I think Darius he knows that Vaughn is saving it for the later rounds. So he's kind of just, pitty pattern, landing shots, winning the rounds. But I think just go for it. Just get the guy out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you saving yourself for the later rounds? If you could possibly get him out now, just do it.
So it sounds like they're expecting a fight to go deep into the night. But you wouldn't have that game plan right now, Gabe.
No. But, look. When you got a record of 11-0 with 10 knockouts, you would expect that you're a killer and you want to go for that knockout. So I feel like Darius is fighting a little bit like he doesn't have power. But you do have power because you got 10 knockouts out of 11 wins. So, showcase that, get this guy out of there.
This is definitely a step up in competition for Fulghum, because Alexander has a lot of experience, but he's taking on some other fighters that have experience, like Alan Campa, who he knocked out of the first round. That's a rugged Mexican fighter that they had for him last year.
Yeah, Vaughn's gonna keep doing what he's doing. Like, Vaughn don't care about winning these rounds, as Darius' trainer just said. He don't care about winning these rounds. He's just going to try to land that one shot.
Yeah, Vaughn's not here to box you every single round.
But like Darius just, sit down on the body shots. Slow him down. Stylistically, this is not a good fight for Darius. You know what I mean? Like, Vaughn, not too many people are going to look good against Vaughn.
No, you're not going to at all. Main event here, the lightweight contender William Cepeda coming on will be the main event at the Toyota Arena in Ontario as he takes on Giovanni Cabrera July 6th in the DAZN main event. Coming on, looking to continue his climb towards bigger fights and
Round
a world
5, guys,
title
round 5.
shot. You gonna be there next weekend?
What fight?
Coming on.
Oh, no, man.
You're busy in Puerto Rico?
I'll be on a Europe cruise.
Atta boy. Cameron is number 3 in the ring ratings. Lomachenko, Tank Davis, Shakur, Baranchik, Raymond Murataya, all in the ring ratings lightweight division where there's no champion. Where will Cameron be?
I'll definitely be tuned in, though.
European crew, where are we going?
Great fight. Barcelona.
Round 5, Darius.
Let's say hi to Sandro Martin.
Man, Cepeda's a great fighter.
He is coming on. Don't want to miss that next weekend.
It's okay. You came in with him. Come on. Let's go. Stop complaining. No. Not rushing into him.
Complaining? Rudy Barragán is not going to let that happen. Pass ahead. Keep it going. So Fulghum lives in Houston, Texas. And he's starting to get a little too big for that city. He said he now has to pay for sparring partners. Because at first, like, well, really, of course, we're going to have a chance to spar. Let's go. Realizing the business side of it, of what you have to do when you're the main event guy to get quality sparring. He has a good team behind him, good management team, good trainers, good promoter. Now it's about to be the man in the ring. What are you going to do against Vaughn Alexander, the veteran? This crowd is restless. And there's a couple fights that are broken out in the crowd now. But we need one to break out in the center of the ring. Like, Vaughn's going to be there for the taking here.
Yeah.
There's a body shot.
Darius is landing some good shots, but it's point shots. You know what I mean? Like, at least finish the last punch, you know, and commit to it.
What are they saying in the corner of Alexander, Brandy?
Well, they're saying that they know that Darius is an undefeated fighter, so they got to let their hands go. They're kind of hearing the chants of the crowd, and they say that they have to step this up. It's a main event fight, and they want Vaughn to let his hands go.
Montel's saying the right things, Gabe, to his fighter.
Look, you know, Vaughn landed a couple good shots in this round. You know what I mean? Darius is in control of the round, but Vaughn did land some big shots. At least 3. And, you know, and I think the more that Vaughn lets his hands go, I think the better Darius is going to look. Because then, you know, when you're fighting a guy that's just on defensive mode, it's hard for anybody to look good against him.
Well, they do say styles make fights. You know, for Fulghum, he had to make the adjustment of having a new opponent this week when he was training for Ronald Ellis.
Got 10 seconds, guys. 10.
Double, triple jab from Fulghum, much better.
Time!
He open like a motherfucker. He don't move his head. Overhand right, left loose, he open. You can hit him with a jab, double jab right hand. He open like a motherfucker. Let's put them hands together. Giving you the goddamn shot. Yeah, that's 5 rounds. Champ, we down. We need a knockout. Let's go. Let your hands go, champ. He ain't easy. He ain't hard to hit. You catch him, but you put this shit together. Absolutely, you can do that. You just can't do it with your gloves not in front of your head. If you're going to go in, you go like this, you're cool. You're going like this, you're not cool.
It's a good jab right there by Darius. And it's like, you know, Vaughn's not even attempting to get away from it or block it. It's almost like he doesn't respect Darius's power.
And that was one of the keys from Doug Fisher in Ring Magazine, the jab.
That's a good left hook right there, landed by Vaughn. And Vaughn's corner, you know, they said, look, Darius is open for overhand rights, left hooks. Let your hands go.
Yeah, they also told them, we've lost the rounds, we need a knockout.
Well, he lost every round.
No. Total punches through 5.
You know, Darius is in full control, and he's winning the fight.
Yes.
But it's all about how you win, you know. And the super middleweight division is stacked. So
well, especially when you're saying that you're going to be one of the best in the division.
So for people to believe that, you know, you got a shot against the top guys at 68, you know, then Vaughn, you got to get him out of there.
They fought on the same card on April 20th in Brooklyn. Vaughn against Derevyanchenko. Darius stopped Christian Olivas in the 4th round. There's that jab.
Just let him go.
Has Fulghum thrown a big overhand right or any kind of power shots that have moved Vaughn back?
The only thing that he's sitting on is that quick straight right hand, that quick 6-inch right hand.
Don't mush him.
But follow up with a big left hook.
Get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Box, guys.
And he really hasn't rocked Vaughn.
No, not at all.
Vaughn's not shown any effect or damage by any of these shots.
Let him go.
Shot from Alexander, right hand, 30 seconds to go in the 6th round. His corner said they were going to be patient. They have been there. They're controlling the fight. Fulghum is winning this fight. Easy.
10 seconds, guys. 10.
Is coming to a close. The main event scheduled for 10, and the natives are getting restless.
And time.
Okay.
I heard that man was like,
no, it's all right. You know better than I do. I can't feel your hands. You know, I look see what I see. And now I know, so. Use it, set something up. We got
Right here, Darius landing that quick, sharp right. And he's been landing that right at will. Right here, pitter-patter shots. You know, just scoring points, winning the rounds. Quick jab. And Vaughn's just trying to, you know, he's just catching shots. And all he's trying to do is just land one big one.
Did Fulghum tell his corner his hand hurts?
Round 7, round 7.
We just sent Brandy Flores over there to try to find out. Because his trainer, Darnell Pierce, said, I can't see your hand, but now I know. And here comes Alexander, an overhand right.
Well, it depends which hand.
Because that would explain a lot. But we'll see. We'll find out from Brandy in a bit. On the left lock. All right, Brandy Flores just told me that Fulghum told his corner that his right hand hurts, the knuckles hurt. That's why he's not throwing that right hand. So I don't know when he heard it, but it must have been early on, but that's the pain that he has in that right hand. And that explains part of why we have this kind of fight. There's that right hand, but he holds it up.
I mean, he's still letting it go. You know, Vaughn, Fulghum, he's doing what he's been doing, scoring points, winning the fight by pitter-patter shots right there. But Vaughn landed 2 good body shots here in this round. When Vaughn lets his hands go, he's actually landed.
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't throw more shots.
Well, that was one of the keys to victory from Ring Magazine was let your hands go with the exclamation mark.
He just landed a nice short low right uppercut.
So if Fulghum's right hand is busted, that explains why we have this kind of fight. Gabe, have you ever fought with something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you do?
Just throw it.
Just deal with the pain?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the hurt business.
But your pain threshold is completely different. I don't even think you're human, man.
But if it's the right hand, he still got the left.
See, Alexander's sitting on punches at times. Kind of see the way he holds that right hand up this Fulghum.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds.
Alexander would be more of that game.
Stop at the bell.
Yeah.
But you are what you are.
Number 8, fellas, number 8.
So we got 3 rounds left, If you see it and you feel like you can use it, let it go sometime. And then else use the touch and touch to make it a threat. Shoot something with the left. The hook's there, the same as the right hand. And when you get inside, a lot of times once you turn like this defensively, just drag the hook. The short hook.
A couple shots from Alexander in that round, we found.
Yeah, Alexander, when he lets his hands go, he's successful, but, he's
not.
His game plan is just to land that one big shot. He's taking combos. Darius is pretty much doing what he wants.
But you hear the corner of Fulghum, Darnell Pierce, telling him every now and then, let your hand go. But you got that left, just like you said, Gabe, you got that left to use.
Yeah.
Especially the hooks.
What I like to see is Darius sit down on the left hook to the body. We've seen what the left hook to the body can do 3 times tonight. 3 knockouts by body blows.
Yeah, earlier tonight. But this is also what a fighter has to go through in this kind of adversity. When you're in this kind of pain,
let him go.
What can you do?
You can see Fulghum just trying to sit down right there on that left hook to the body, trying to find that opening or create the opening to the left hook to the body.
Wouldn't a veteran like Alexander notice that Fulghum isn't really letting himself go?
Yeah, but Alexander is not like a top-level guy as far as skill-wise. He's just a work.
Workhorse.
He's a rugged guy. It's not like he's slick or sharp or anything like that.
Watch your forearm, Darius.
There's that right hand from Alexander. But Alexander also throws 1 punch at a time, too.
Yeah. And man, it's like, I feel like they should add a rule to boxing. Like when you fight like Vaughn, you need a point deduction. For real. Because it's like, what are you doing, man?
It's frustrating you.
But the thing is, you gotta work. You gotta work. Like, look, come on. You're taking punch after punch after punch, and you're not answering back at all. Like, what's that? He's getting hit clean, jab, left hook. And credit to Darius. He's just, you know, working.
So Fulghum fighting with one hand. That right hand is telling his corner that the knuckles hurt. That the right hand hurts. Don't know the severity of the injury. But he's persevering here.
You would think Vaughn is the one with the hurt hand.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
10 seconds, he's not throwing nothing.
Stop at the bell.
Done with 8.
Time.
Champ, you touching this motherfucker, champ. Give me some combinations. You touching this motherfucker. You touching him. He open for the right hand, come back with left hook. All right? His hands down, he got his head right in the center. Just go give me 3 or 4 shots. We got 2 rounds to go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Open hand, right, left hook. He stand right in front. You put them together. Let your hands go.
Right here, Alexander lands a little short right hand. But he doesn't follow up with anything. No follow-up to the body, left hook to the body, nothing up top. And he landed clean. He had an opportunity to follow up with something else.
Number 9.
£168. It's not fair to judge Darius Fulghum tonight. He told our crew that I'm going to be the best in the division. I'm going to be this. But when you're fighting with one hand, it's hard to judge.
Man, look.
Really, Gabe?
The thing is this. He started the fight like this. The first fight, he was throwing pitter-patter shots. So when he hurt his hand in the camp, because you know what I mean? Like, he started the fight like that. And it's, you know, you're a 27-year-old prospect talking big talk that you're going to fight this guy, you want this guy, you're going to be this. But bro, you're the main event. Right now you got to showcase that and put on the show. What you doing right now? It's happening over here.
Well, you said it after the first round, Gabe. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man, and it's like, it's frustrating because, you know, I don't really like to talk bad on fighters being a fighter. Like, you know, I respect fighters because, you know, you put your life on the line when you're in that ring. But look, man, this is the entertainment business. People come here and they pay their hard-earned money to be entertained, not to see a sparring session.
Yeah, because this has been the fight the entire time from the opening bell. And at the end of the first, at the end of the second, like, what's going on? And we even said it because their corner at the end of the third game, we heard their when they talked to Brandy, said, well, we're going to be patient, and we're going to wait for later on. Well, that's why you don't wait that long if you have an opportunity to go out there.
You get a guy out of there, get him out of there. Look, you just get hit, and he gets hit clean every time Vaughn lets his hands go.
Oh, you're not talking bad on a fighter, Gabe. You're an analyst. You're supposed to give your constructive criticism here.
But yeah, man, it's frustrating because, you know,
saying, oh, he's no good. You're not saying that. You're just being honest about what kind of performance we're getting tonight.
For sure.
Especially when you feel like you're going to be one of the best in the division.
Yeah, man, and you know, you're fighting a guy that's, you know, not on your, he's not a world-class level. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Vaughn ever fought for world titles or anything like that.
No, he's tough. Vaughn went to jail for over 11 years, came back as the opponent, and he knows what he is. He's going to make it tough. He's going to make it ugly. But if you let him hang around, and then why risk that, kid?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Vaughn does have that opportunity to land something big. You don't want to risk that. And, you know, Darius and his team, they probably think, look, just win the fight and box, and that's cool. But that's not, you're not going to be a high demand on the big fights. No one's going to want to see you fight.
Got 10 seconds,
you know,
guys.
The big names out there, the Canelo, the Benavidez, the top guys.
Not even the top guys, like the Bolaños, the Diego Pacheco's, where you feel like you're at right now, and you're doing this front of Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and Eric Gomez, the top of the Golden Boy.
Bring it around, baby. Test it out early, see how it feels. If you can fight with it, go on and turn it up. Make the round exciting, win the round, dominate the round. If that motherfucker give you too much problem, go back to control. Good, 10 rounds, he did a hell of a job. He did what he's supposed to do. Ugly fight, one-handed fight, shit, make the most of it. Don't really hit with the win. Good, don't overthink this shit. Don't overthink it. Touch, shoot, sit on that motherfucker.
And you can see the frustration on the face of Darius Fulghum also, like knowing that this is the performance he wanted to give tonight.
Nah, man.
At the corner, you can hear him too. Like, hey, man, you got one hand.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the 10th and final round.
Last round, fellas. You got it. Let's go. Box.
I will say this, though. The times we've had our cameras in the corner of Fulghum and our audio, he hasn't complained about the hand at all. He hasn't made excuses. Vaughn Alexander, they knew he was just going to wait till the last round. There's a body shot from Vaughn where, this is like I said, the last couple fights I've done, Vaughn's like, Vaughn, can you do this in the 4th and 5th?
And I don't know how he's hurt, because he's landing punches and you don't see him grimacing or anything like that. Usually when a guy got a hurt hand, listen, when your hand is hurt, let's say your lead hand is hurt, a jab hurts. And you know, sometimes you'll see a guy grimace when he has a hurt hand.
Let him go. Let his arm go. Let his arm go.
You know, how severe is it?
Where everything just looks like it's painful.
And look, the funny thing is, it's a good thing when your hands hurt in a fight, because that means you're landing shots.
Hey, your hands are going to hurt no matter what. You're the swelling.
Fighters are always going to have some sort of problem with your hands.
We'll be back here July 19th as Lex Rocha takes on Santiago Dominguez. Golden Boy Fight Night on a Friday night. Make sure you follow the Golden Boy social media account for all the behind-the-scenes coverage. And if you want to see me get knocked out by Gabe Rosado, that's currently on the Instagram right now. Dude, Gabe barely touched me. You sure you retired, Gabe?
Hey, man. I'll tell you what, I'm the same age as Vaughn. I do a lot better than that.
You are 38 years old. Now, we need you here on the broadcast booth, man. You have a great broadcast career. Growing. You don't have to make weight. You can keep on running with your municipal gear. Less than a minute to go in the fight. The next weekend, Camarón Cepeda. Let's just say Camarón will throw over 1,000 punches, maybe in a round. That's how active he is. So when you heard Oscar De La Hoya talking about Virgil Ortiz in August, Munguia in July, Zurdo sometime in the fall. Very active time for Golden Boy. And our Golden Boy Fight Night started with 3 KOs. Tomei went the distance.
10 seconds, fellas. 10 seconds.
Will also go the distance. Fulghum and Alexander. 10 rounds.
Good job, bro. Good job.
So a hug between the two. Respect to the fighters. So Darius Fulghum, in his first main event, leaves us wanting more. We were told that he injured his hand early in the fight. But this is a fight that Gabe Rosado, he controlled, and I don't know what the judges will say, how close it is, but he won this fight.
Yeah, he dominated the fight, won every round. Vaughn had moments where he landed clean shots here and there, but not enough to actually win a round.
Yeah, not even one, huh?
Nah, I don't think so.
This Saturday, DAZN goes back to Phoenix, Arizona. Juan Francisco Estrada's WBC championship strap is on the line. He takes on the talented, undefeated Texan Bam Rodriguez. That should be a classic. Kendrick, they not like us, jamming in here. As Joe Martinez has the decision. Let's hear it, Joe. How'd it go?
Well, fight fans, after 10 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Both Raul Caiz and Fernando Villarreal score at 98-92. Eddie Hernandez, 99-91. All for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated, DFG, Darius Fulghum!
Sweeps the cards as expected, does Darius Fulghum. Gets his hand raised, that right hand that he hurt. He's now 12-0. Had to work for it tonight. Great job by Joe Martinez tonight, our ring announcer. So they'll go back. First to see what kind of injury he has. And then what will be up next for Darius Fulghum at 168 pounds. And that's the kind of fight we expected with Vaughn Alexander, who's going to be there, grind it back and forth with you. And we saw that with Derevyanchenko. And Derevyanchenko's going to be fighting with Billy, who's that's a heck of a fight. We have 5 highlights for you. Let's look at the highlight package in this one from when it got going. And Gabe, from the get-go, it just looked like Fulghum wasn't going to let his hands go.
No, yeah, you know, Vaughn, this is what we expected from Vaughn. You know, one thing, Darius, this is a last week replacement for him. So I don't know if that affected him to some sort, but
yeah, that's what we expected from Vaughn, but not Darius.
Yeah, you got to make the adjustments, right? You know, he dominated. He won the fight every round, obviously. But you know, you gotta put a stamp on it. You gotta put some sauce on it.
Yep. It's not if you win, it's how you win, especially on Golden Boy Fight Night, where it's all about developing tomorrow's stars. And it's about putting on that show. But again, Fulghum telling his corner he hurt his right hand. So that deterred his performance. So he grinded out the victory using his left hand only. Hey, we got new fans. I don't think that fan was here last time Darius fought. The new family member for the Fulghum family. All right, let's look at the CompuBox numbers for our main event tonight. And over 500 punches thrown by Fulghum, most of those with that left hand. Alexander landing only 78 punches for 32%. So he was very active with Fulghum, just because of the injury, unable to connect more. All right, our fight card from Indio, California. It got going. It was sizzling. 18-year-old Katy Griffith had a KO. Then Leo Sanchez had a KO. Grant Flores had a KO. So all 3 members of the Diaz training camp got the stoppages. Then we went up to the cruiserweight Tristan Kalkreuth. He got a decision. And then in the main event, there you see Fulghum talking with Golden Boy matchmaker Javier Razzo and the Golden Boy staff about it. So there's smiles there for him as they're trying to figure out where Fulghum career is going to go here. Back here ringside as we're trying to close this up tonight, Beth Duran and Gabe Rosado. Gabe, I know that that's not what we wanted to see from Fulghum, but at the end of the day, I have to give him credit for fighting with one hand.
Yeah, it wasn't the performance that we wanted to see. You know, I feel that he had to make a statement, and even if he hurt his hand, man, then, you know, put that left hand on overtime, you know. But he did what he had to do. He got the win.
At the end of the day, it's about getting the win and advancing to your next one. So, good night of action here from Indio, California. DFG, Darius Fulghum, is going to leave us wanting more, but there's something there with that young man. I just want to see him at 100% health and see what kind of night we can have from him. All right. We had good fights, Gabe. We had fun. Yeah. We had fun. You look smooth, man. Sure. You got the sharp shoes. You got the double-breasted suit. My goodness, Gabe Rosado, you're on fire tonight. For everybody working behind the scenes in the production truck, you were fantastic. Our camera, our audio, awesome. Our replay, thank you so much. Our producer, Joe from New York. Director Jeff doing great. For the Golden Boy social media squad, our photographers, and of course, the one and only Oscar DeLoya and Bernard Hopkins, I'm Bethel Duran. That's going to be a wrap for tonight. For Gabe Rosado, Brandy Flores, and the rest of our crew, good night. I'm Bethel Duran. Thank you for watching Golden Boy Fight Night on DAZN. Buenas noches from Indio.